you try to
literally, like,
reach in
I
and
had a
drink
bullet in me, and she's like, oh, I gotta get that out. Went in, I had 1 health. By the time she was done, I almost died.
I haven't killed anyone.
Appropriate things.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, last 2 medical checks
guys,
I did
Jason's not here
was
for a
2
minute,
nat
so,
1s.
I haven't killed anyone.
Hey.
You're not here.
That's enough for the Phoenix.
Alright, we're live. Okay, hey guys, Jason's currently in the bathroom, so Andrew's gonna just do the recap now, and then we'll go into the other stuff.
Let's test mics for right now.
We're just testing mics right now. Just don't listen to anything I said, because I'm still...
I broke my nail.
Can you taste that?
I don't want to know what you're asking about.
Yeah!
I don't even use.
Snap into a
you're
Slim
good,
Jim.
Honestly, the amount of times you farted, but I've never smelled them.
Well, you lucky, lucky bastard.
Like, they've never
I'm
stayed.
not even near him when he does.
His burping is atrocious, but
Yeah, he doesn't wash his mouth.
His
Yeah.
breath is pretty.
pretty
He had
rare.
a toothbrush once. It was terrible.
I know, it got stuck in there. I just didn't know what to do with it.
I should put the chat on, because I can't actually see that.
He had a toothbrush once. Once.
Then his mom stopped loving him.
At least I tried.
Never said you used it.
At least I tried.
You just put it there in your bathroom.
Oh, I
That was
smell
there.
it. Yeah,
Might have
I
to steal it
smell
a time,
it.
How? That was like
It's
10
like a
minutes
creeper.
ago. No, it wasn't at all. It smelled really bad for an extended period of time. And now it's gone.
No, I smell it.
It's not around you anymore, or you become dead to the smell.
It's not the worst. It's not that bad.
Let's hit the audio.
What?
Yeah, fingers.
Are we live?
Yes.
We
Am
are.
I just standing here like singing to myself or what?
Shit.
Oh, jeez.
You got the squeaky one.
I didn't
What
really
the
test.
crap?
That was my foot.
We are so prepared.
Today we were actually like the most prepared we could ever be. We just. Yeah.
Like, I've been here for, what, 3 hours now?
Yeah. Like we tried to be so prepared today. We even showed up like an hour early.
Yeah. I set up the new background for you. I got a carpet set up. I set up the new mic setup.
Hopefully it's...
Mitch humped the carpet.
He did. Mitch helped a lot.
I'm
Someone
scared
had
I'm
to.
gonna
I tried to
spill
help, but I don't know
something.
like OBS. I can't really help with that.
To be fair, you don't know what you're touching there anyway.
What?
With the carpet.
Yeah, who knows? It's 100% unknown fibers.
It doesn't mean you don't know.
That's exactly what that means.
I suddenly had that urge to slap you.
Yes, suddenly. You suddenly have that.
You can't like own property, man. You don't know.
So as an aside to the riveting conversation that is currently occurring, my name is Mitch. I am playing Hasenkron.
Are we good?
Oh, yay!
Sounds good.
How'd the noise suppression work?
I don't know. So we're still live, just screwing around with stuff?
Yep.
I'm Cassie playing Nadia.
I'm Andrew playing Ivan.
Boo, hiss.
That's the reaction I heard.
Brian is killing.
I'm Jason, playing the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also good guys.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Wait. What character has been good?
You're just assuming that.
What's your name?
there's some-
Natsuko.
You don't know that she's good.
What?
What do you know about Natsuko?
She's pretty, wasn't she?
She was.
That's
Yeah.
what Kendrick thinks she's good.
But I mean...
Anyways, welcome back to CNC episode 31.
31.
31! Yeah, we're officially in our midlife crisis.
No, it's 40. People are living longer nowadays.
We're ahead of schedule. We planned early and long.
For anybody who hasn't joined us before, this is our 5th edition D&D campaign. A little more modern. Take some inspiration from steampunk and magitech. Kind of interesting. If you've missed anything, we have all our old episodes on YouTube. You can catch up. As for what happened last week, Andrew, if you want to update everybody.
Alright, last week was kind of interesting because it brought back not quite an old character we'd met before, but someone we had worked for before, though not directly. Ivan met with Siegfried, who is basically the head of Vantech, a major distributor of Magitech and arts in the vicinity of this area.
Yeah, attacked by a tiger.
What?
See, this table's better at.
Anyway. And in doing so, he was given a job to capture, kill, bring back a beast that had been inhabiting the redwood?
The redwood, to the east.
To the east. Several days' journey, probably several weeks' journey.
Not several weeks. It'd take you just under 2 weeks to get there.
About a 2 weeks' journey to the east. He brought it up to the rest of the party. Made sure that they knew that we had some time to prepare, and they basically just said, "Nah, let's get it done now." So we quickly gathered up a cart of supplies and headed out north to exterminate, capture, find, deal with some bandits that were also terrorizing the countryside because several of us are broke. Along the way, we encountered nothing at all. Absolutely nothing happened until we found the bandits. There was nothing about a farmer or a bull, and all of our money still where it belongs. We found the bandits. We had a quick skirmish. A couple of us took some nasty crossbow shots. They had good shots.
Jason's not like me.
One of the bandits was felled in combat. 2 are badly wounded, though patched up, and 2 are rather healthy, though manacled.
Don't blame me. Blame Aaron's die.
So,
Aaron!
He gave me new monster dice, and they hurt.
Because they're orange.
we basically ended last session taking a quick break after that encounter, talking to them and figuring out where their leader had set up.
He used all of the time.
Okay, so what they don't want you to know is there were shenanigans involving the cow in Azeroth. Mistakes were made. The bull got really angry. Gedrick came to his defense, but unfortunately murdered the bull. In an attempt to make amends, they all traveled to the farmhouse and
Took all my money.
paid all of their gold to the farmer as recompense for the loss of his bull.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of us. No, don't be mad at me, Brian.
Magic missile.
You can't
Can I use all of them?
all of the missiles?
All of the missiles.
Yeah. And it should be pointed out that Nadia was the voice of reason
And paying. She was all about paying our
all about
money.
paying and making sure that amends were made for the loss.
Yes.
And made sure to watch the cart.
And made sure to watch the cart for
Yep,
you guys.
watch
while
that.
You win and pay all the money.
I think we have a donkey. Is it a donkey we have?
Yes.
You have a donkey and a wagon.
I think that's also another perspective of what happened. I believe Azencross was attempting to swoon said cow when Gedrick decided to mercilessly slaughter a bull nearby.
That is.
You know what? I'm
that
really
is
excited
another
for the day.
thing.
Like, not you gotta think about it. It's like the day that a bull is charging towards Nadia, you get to go. It's happening. Fire! No.
As you can see, the party's very broken up.
Yeah, she's gonna get gored by a bull.
All right. So, as they said, they traveled on from the farmstead, making their way along the road, heading east, trying to move off towards the redwood. Along the way, they were intercepted by what appeared to be a road crew repairing the road. They demanded a toll for their efforts, as per their lord. When the group refused, there was a slight argument over the issue. Some blows were traded, some people were injured, and it ended with the group of bandits captured by the party. At this point, the party decided to take a brief break to lick their wounds, and that's where we left off.
Oh god, I'm so happy right now.
So, yes, yeah.
So we push it right back, or we're going to spend it on the road?
Realistically, can we trust him?
How far did we take to transit?
I don't even think we stayed one night.
It took you a good chunk of the day. It's into the afternoon. You could probably push on back into town. You're just up in the farmland right now.
Let's just head back to town.
It would take you into the night. You'd have to travel into the night to get there, but you could get back into town.
We're going to be hard pressed moving that quickly with 2 wounded. And these 2 inhabitants.
But what's the alternative? We wait, we try to find their leader, and then we let them backstab us while we try to.
Well, I'm saying that we travel back as far as we can and camp for the night.
Sounds good.
You don't think we're gonna be able to make it back? We have a cart.
That can't fit anything else.
You don't think it can fit them?
It's absolutely jam-packed just to get your in there. You're gonna be slow moving with these, with all of them here the way they are. It took us this long to get this far without them. We'll probably be able to get some of the way back, but I imagine it'll be well past night by the time we get back. If we try and push that far, if they can make it. We move at an easy pace, camp, we should get back there early afternoon tomorrow.
During the night, we try to gain information off of them.
We got information. Just... We're good.
Alright, so let's do that.
Okay. So you guys are gonna try to gather yourselves up. For the short rest that you took, has everybody used up their hit dice, recovered their short rest abilities?
Yep.
Everybody
Yep.
good? Okay. So, you guys are just gonna push on back at an easy pace. How are you arranging everybody?
I think we took the Lee's pit, right?
Hmm?
You guys are pretty wounded, right?
I'm sorry.
I'm fine now. I'm sore, I'm not.
You want to lead?
Yeah.
And then prisoners? And then us two? And then Gedrick?
On
Sound
the
good?
cart.
Yeah. Gedrick last with cart. Yeah?
I'm also gonna keep casting
Answers.
answers.
Yeah. So you have the 2 bowmen manacled at their wrists to each other.
It was their legs.
It was their legs.
I feel like we can switch to
I
wrists
feel like
to
it was
improve
their
their
legs
movement.
too.
Okay, so you put it on their wrists. They shuffle out in front of the cart. The guy who's burnt seems to have recovered somewhat. He kind of shuffles up to his feet and gets ready to go. The other one is not able to get up.
Thought we killed
How much more space do we have?
One of them you did kill.
How much?
The other one with the pick.
Right.
How much space is on the tensor's disc? Or is that full to capacity too?
You have a lot of the supplies on there. You might have some room in the wagon.
Alright.
You pushed off most of the supplies, like the feed for your donkey and that, to the disc.
Alright, so you'd be with me on the cart?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Alright, cool.
So you guys pick him up, maneuver him onto the cart. A little difficult. He's not terribly cooperative and in pain. You do eventually get him on the cart, start to head out. So you're leading.
I'd pull Ivan aside first. So, what about the dead one? Still a bounty on his head.
You can hold back if you want. We're out of room.
Well, I can try to carry him.
I don't see any other way to get him moving.
I mean,
What do you want me to say?
I mean, technically we don't need all of them, but I guess, can't really do that.
I wouldn't. No.
I'll try to pick up the body, carry it back with us.
Okay.
Oh. No.
You're pretty big, you're pretty strong. It's not terribly difficult. You do feel like for a long journey it will start to wear you down.
Yeah.
But you are able to
You've
sling
done
it
this
over
already,
your
technically.
shoulder.
That's what I was thinking.
You
like,
technically already done
you've
this.
carried too many bodies at this point. Too many.
We're not, you mean, the whole point is that we're here.
Well, I mean, the last one got back up and started walking around.
That's true.
It's happened 100% of the time so far.
Instead of sticks, this one's chest.
Okay, so you're in the lead with one slung over your shoulder. The two bowmen are following you. There's everybody else around this wagon.
We'd be behind the three. I think the wagon was right at the back.
Yep.
So it's Azim carrying the three prisoners, Ivan and Nadia, Gedrick and the last prisoner in the wagon.
Okay. Alright, so you guys turn around and head back through the roads. These roads aren't paved or anything, they're just dirt roads between the fences of the farmer fields that you're in. You guys make your way back along very, very slow, just plodding along. The two archers are doing pretty good, just shuffling along as they can. The burnt guy is struggling to keep up. You guys continue on for a few hours. The light starts to get low. You turn off onto the path south, heading back towards the town. You can see in the distance now, you can see kind of the start of where the low-income housing is, and you can see beyond that, going down into the valley, the lights of the city starting to come up. You continue on for a ways, and it continues to get darker. You see the stars coming up. Are you guys making camp, or are you pushing on?
At this point, would we have semi-approximation of how far it would be?
It'll take you hours. You still have to, even when you get into the city, you got to push through all of the low-income housing and then try to get down towards where the garrison is in the heat, which probably means going around to the southern part, because you got to go past the Golden Quarter, which they won't let you through there.
Let's just rest for the night.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we set up camp.
Is there like a spot off the road somewhere?
You guys are kind of pushing. If you push on for a little farther, you can come actually out of the farmers' fields into that small section of open space between where the farmers' field starts and the housing starts.
That sounds good.
It's kind of near where you first had your incident.
I think we'd be harassed too much if we went there.
Just camp.
We'll just set up here. Sure, it'll be fine.
Yep. Let's keep watches.
Make sure your friend there is nice and comfy, huh?
I haven't said a word to him, so.
He's not in any real condition to talk.
I know.
Oh.
Just make sure he's doing okay.
He's not doing well at all.
You've been carrying that guy all day. You want me to take first watch, Azim?
That doesn't matter. I'm just happy to put him down.
I'll take a rest. I'm pretty fresh.
Alrighty. I'll take third.
I'll take second. I've been sitting all day.
I'll take a second.
Alright. We'll turn in. I'll set up my tent and offer it to whoever wants it. Get the one bird guy into the bedroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because might as well not be lay on rocks and branches when your entire body is a burn wound.
We should probably unload the tensor's disc because that will fall.
So he lays out on the bedroll and falls asleep pretty quick.
We'll unload the tensor's disc before.
Start unloading.
What's that?
We'll unload the disc.
Okay, so you unload everything that you've stacked up onto the disc.
Doesn't it just sort of float gently to the ground when it fades out?
Oh, it's
You might
I think it just straight
pop
up
out of it.
disappears. Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, then we'll unload it.
Yeah. You take some time, unload it.
No,
That phone doesn't know, listen. Okay. Yeah. So you guys take some time, unload the disc.
I love this phone case, but it's slippery on
The two archers sit with their backs up against the wagon.
I'll take my tools, make sure I'm paying some attention to the area around me, and work around my arm for the first bit.
Okay. You're pretty familiar with your arm. You idly work away and clean it up a bit.
pretty familiar with the arm.
Pretty good. He knows it pretty well.
After the first half hour or so, make sure that everybody seems to be asleep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see about getting the manacles off using some of my tools.
You're gonna try to get the manacles off of the archers?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. Make an engineering check. You got all your engineering tools?
I brought my engineering and tinker tools. I wasn't being caught without them again.
Okay, make an engineering check.
15?
Okay. It takes you some time fiddling around, but eventually you do find the right spot and you actually break the manacle off.
Take the one guy's hand, give a shake, like, deal struck.
Thank you. And my brother?
Oh. Was it just the one lock?
The manacles would have been locked to both sides.
Okay, I thought it was one lock holding to it.
Each one would have its own lock.
Okay, so I'll start working on the other.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, you know what, you managed to break it easily enough.
Hang, one moment. I'll grab the bows. I assume we took them with us anyway. Didn't just leave them inside the road.
Did you keep the one that you had?
Or in the cart.
Probably in the cart.
You put them in the cart?
Yeah, I don't have it written down. So.
Okay, so they're in the wagon right behind them.
Get them those. Hand them back. Take my pouch of gold. Hand it to them.
What?
And take what you need from the cart as far as food and water. You men are good shots. If you want to go somewhere away from here that you might not be known, go to Nestleton. There's a hunter's lodge there. Tell them I've been sent you. That's enough to get your foot in the door, but that's it. You prove yourself to them, you'll have food and lodging. It's a hard life, but it's life. If they check the pouch or standing there.
The guy that you handed to is just kind of like staring at it. For a second, they're just kind of not moving. The other one kind of like bangs him on the arm, turns to him, nods. He turns around and starts rummaging through the wagon. The other one turns around and they whisper for a second. When they turn back around, one of them has 2 water skins, and he hands the pouch back to you. You've been most kind to us. Thank you. And the other guy kind of bangs his arm again. Yeah, okay.
Quickly, quietly.
And they leave. They actually head west across the open area along the edge of the farmer's fields.
Now I'll lean up against the wagon and pretend to be asleep.
Oh.
Do a second watch?
Sure.
You wake up. It's pretty late at night.
Okay. Just by myself. Nobody wakes me up.
Nobody wakes you up. You just suddenly come to. You look around. It's pretty late, and you feel like it's like been quite a bit of the night. You feel pretty rested.
Alright, well, get up then. Kind of look to see who's on watch.
You get up, look around. Make a perception check.
21.
Were you actually going to sleep, or are you pretending?
If it's been like a whole watch or two, I don't know if I'd be able to stay awake.
It's been a watch and a half.
I would have been pretending. I don't know that I wouldn't have fallen asleep. I would have tried not to.
Okay. Ivan appears to be in kind of an awkward position, but it seems like he's.
But I don't see the other 2 awake.
You don't see anybody awake. They're all sleeping. You look around. You do notice that the 2 guys that were sitting up against the wagon are gone.
I'm going to walk over and pick Ivan up by the scruff.
You wake up to.
What do you think you're doing?
What do you mean?
You woke no one up and they're gone. You're a goddamn fool.
Must not have been as fresh as I thought.
We need to leave. Alright, everyone up!
You guys all wake up to him shouting.
Oh, jeez.
The guy that's in the wagon hurt, kind of stirs. The guy in the bedroll jumps up, kind of like frightened for a second.
We're leaving.
It's not in my watch yet.
Someone forgot about their responsibilities.
Nadia.
Sat down for 5 minutes. Man can be weak once in a while.
And now the archers are gone and know where we are.
They probably just want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, they're not going to tell the other bandits where we are. That's a great plan.
I'm going to insight Ivan. He doesn't seem like someone that would ever fall asleep on his watch.
Okay. Make a insight check.
4.
It seems kind of odd to you that he would fall asleep on his watch. He doesn't strike you as that person, but you've all been pretty stressed lately.
Fair enough.
You have seen him fall asleep in his forge on top of his work before.
Would you be sending people after us? They don't even know where we're really going.
But they know where we are.
Do they know where we'll be tomorrow?
Who said they're coming back tomorrow? We have no idea where the bandits are.
We'll just carry on for the rest of the night.
There goes 40 gold.
Then take it out of me. I'll pay you back when we get there.
Take it out of Ivan.
Pull out my dagger.
I just expected more from you. I'll start loading stuff.
Oh, the loading.
Alright, you guys set about loading. The pouch has 6 gold. You help with the loading?
Sure, I will.
Nadia jumps in and helps you guys load up. You take your 10 minutes casting the disc and start loading up. You get everything set up to go, get your donkey hooked up to the wagon again. The other prisoner struggles to his feet, kind of steps up in front of the donkey. You guys get all set up and start heading out again. It's pretty late at night, so late that it's morning. You push on for several hours in amongst the houses. Excuse me. The light starts to come up a little bit over the horizon. You continue to weave your way through the houses. There's no activity really here yet. Everybody's still sleeping. You push on down into the city. Where are you trying to go?
Probably where I saw the guards were before. Like the training grounds or whatever it was.
Okay.
What is
So you're going to push around down to the southern entrance to the keep?
Yeah.
Where does the bounty say to go? Like, that would be Gedrick's first thought. Is what is
The bounty was posted at the southern entrance.
Fair enough.
That's where the bounty
Does it
board
have
is.
any
The local
information?
garrison is there.
Fair enough.
It would be your best bet to report to them.
Doesn't say like report to a certain person or anything.
It says it was a bounty by the garrison.
Okay, fair enough.
It was by the garrison commander. I don't have his name here right now. The garrison commander put out the bounty on bandits. Okay, so you guys push on down. You skirt around the Arcanum and the Golden Quarter, push down into the middle. Coming down through that, the light's coming up pretty strong now. People are starting to move about the streets. You head into the Mercantile District. The more people that flood the streets, the more you see people kind of taking notice of you and looking over at you guys as you march a horribly burnt person through the street in front of your donkey.
And a dead one.
Yeah.
You're carrying a dead guy over your shoulder. There's a horribly wounded person in the cart. You guys are drawing a lot of attention, especially given
while
that
we're walking in the
there's a
morning,
large half-breed carrying a dead guy.
Gedrick would have poured like some water. I would have heated it and made it taste like coffee, colored it too, and given it to you. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's not real, but it hopefully you can
Where'd you get the cup?
have a cup.
You drink it.
You guys bought a bunch of meskets.
Like pots and stuff.
Little tin cup.
That's what we can do while we're traveling.
At least without a fire.
You guys continue to push through the Mercantile District. That was a close one. Watch out for the phone. You push through Mercantile District, continuing to draw stairs. You actually pick up the attention of some guards that begin to follow you guys. Making your way through, you turn north along the keep walls to where the entrance is. At this time of day, it's actually late enough in the morning. The portcullis is up. It's open. You can see a couple guards posted at the gates there, and you can hear people drilling inside.
Maybe leave me and the cart here.
I suppose it's a bit rude to be dragging that in.
Not that I'm currently using magic.
I suppose that would.
Oh yeah,
that
that
explains the
probably
guards, I suppose.
looked bad.
Yeah, fine.
I guess I'll offer to carry the guy in the cart. Piggybacking.
You just go haul him out of the cart?
No, I'd be like offer my hand to get him out.
He doesn't want anything to do with it.
Is it like he's ignoring me, or is he just too hurt to actually?
Here. I have this. And I jump out of the cart.
Okay.
Take the cart. I'll wait here.
Alright, I guess.
I thought the point was to leave the cart
That
out
was to leave
here.
him.
I'm in the cart, and the magic thing always follows me.
I know. I'm saying that. Like.
Alright, let's get him in there, I suppose. I'll leave the donkey and the cart in.
Okay. You start leading it in. The one guard kind of looks over and watches as you go through. As you go walking with the cart, the other guard is looking at the cart, looks at you, and steps in front of you. Where do you think you're going, beast? And with that, he glances up at the corpse you're carrying.
Bounty. You heard one of those before?
Make a charisma check.
Ooh.
Not one.
Yeah, sure. They all say that they were allowed to kill the person. So, two more soldiers come out from the yard. Take this one in. They come over and they grab you by the arms. They start trying to lead you in.
I'm gonna stand there.
Oh yeah, and what's holding you up back there?
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh, you're planting your feet.
8.
The one guy goes to lead you and just completely falters against you.
Oh.
The other one is just kind of like, and starts pushing you forward. Together they start pushing you through the courtyard.
They didn't gesture to us at all to follow, or just.
You guys were walking through with the cart.
Oh.
They stopped him.
Apparently these ladies need me to service them for a minute before we talk to the king, or the guard master.
Well, make sure they don't take your bounty there, huh?
Yeah. Probably pay better than their shitty jobs.
Do you want us to wait here for you?
And just let the, what's his name again? The bounty guy?
What kind of guy?
The guy who collects the bounties or who posted it?
It was posted by the garrison commander.
Just let generic garrison commander's name know that, where I'll be.
Alright. These guys could use better taken care of than I was able to give on the road anyway. Let's get them in there.
Okay.
Keep moving on.
We'll just keep going in. there's soldiers drilling in the yard here. You can see different practice areas, soldiers moving around. You guys are getting a lot of attention. You do notice that there is like a small command hut overseeing this area. You guys kind of turn off towards that. You can kind of see soldiers are kind of blocking you off from going anywhere else. He's basically being led to the same spot. You guys come up in front of it. There's a small, like 3 steps up to it. The building's not terribly long. It's just a small little hut that's off the side of this training yard.
I'll stay with. He points to the guy in the car. Why don't you go talk to Nadia?
Do you want me to take the other guy with me too?
Yeah, might as well.
I'll take him with me, yeah. Let's go for a ride.
No, now we got one still kicking and one not so much out here.
Alright. So, is the other guy gonna follow me?
Which one?
The
The
burnt one that's just
He's kind of got like this long distance stare. He's not really paying attention to anything, but he's following you guys wherever you lead him.
Alright, I'll just take his wrist so it's slightly nicer. Like, come on.
He flinches a little bit at your touch.
Oh, sorry.
He goes with you.
Still learning medical. Alright, and I guess I'll walk in. Did he go in before us?
Yeah,
Am I
they're
walking, like, right
as
in?
you guys stop and are kind of talking to each other. They bring him in. They actually hand him off to 2 guards that are standing posted there. One of them opens the door and they start pushing you through.
So are any of you going to be courteous enough to at least carry my body for me?
Just keep walking, mutt.
But my arms are so tired.
You got a strong back. You can take it.
I'll take the compliment.
Pushes you into the doorway. You have to duck a little bit to get in here.
It's like only a 6-foot door frame.
Yeah.
Short door frame.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's not made for a lot of traffic.
I'm gonna have to duck through there.
Okay. So you go in. There's a small area just in the first part there. There's a couple benches. You can see a line of boots, some different gear that's kind of scattered across the one side. There's another small wooden door set to the right. They kind of push you forward. The one that was leading the way goes over and knocks on the door. You hear an answer come through. And, Commander, we have a prisoner here for you to look at. There's something else said through the door you can hear, and he opens up the door.
Do I recognize him as the guy who he handed the fire core to?
It's the guy you handed the fire core to?
Or I mean the guy who I got credit for that for. Or no, that wasn't here, was it?
No.
No. That was at Nestleton.
There was a guy that like turned you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never dealt with the garrison commander.
Okay.
You never got to see him. You were stopped by lots of people along the way trying to get there. You can see he's at a small desk that's actually sitting into the corner of this room. There's not much in here, very sparse. You can see a cot in the corner. He gets up and turns around. Not terribly large in stature, pretty broad. You can definitely tell he's aging, slightly balding on top. Military dress though. Very, very regal composure. You can tell that he's someone of authority who's used to having authority. He goes over and says, "Yes, very good. Well, what's he doing here?"
Finally, a man who's not paid to be an escort.
I'll ask that you watch your tongue in here.
My apologies.
Now, why have you been brought to me?
Well, I so graciously accepted a bounty and thought I would help the town out in the farmlands up north, but your guards kind of don't have half a brain to share.
Well, and he kind of starts to walk around you at this point. You have to appreciate that someone of your intimidating figure walking around carrying a corpse is something of a red flag to us.
Definitely could understand that.
He continues around behind you.
I mean, the only other factor is that I came with a group of people and, you know, they had all of the live guards that are now separated from me. or the live captives.
You can feel him. You can feel him grab the head of the guy that's slumped over your shoulder and move it, and then it slops back against your back. Comes walking out the other side of you. You said you have more of them.
2 more with us. 2 escaped.
You have them here.
2 of them, yeah.
He looks at the guard. The guy snaps to attention and walks out.
We didn't find their leader yet, but that's what we're going back for. We just didn't want to haul these ones with us while we did.
Probably a smart choice. It's proven that these are indeed bandits. You know where the leader is.
The 2 we kept alive, they know.
Very well. I guess we'll get the information out of them then. You guys outside. The guard comes back out of the door. Looks around for a second, sees you guys. Motions you guys to come in.
Oh.
Bring the points to the guy in the cart.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh.
Gets him up out of the cart as gracefully as he can. Either slinging him up, like helping him with one arm over the shoulder, or just bodily picking him up, whatever.
He's grunting and not terribly happy. He kind of goes dead weight on you when you try to pick him up, and you just heave him over the side. You start dragging him. As you're doing that, one of the guards at the doors comes over and grabs the other side of him and helps you drag him.
Thanks.
You guys are led in. The door's already open. You can see Asin standing in there, still holding his corpse, and you can see the commander now in the room.
Asin?
You said all of these are bandits, then?
That they are.
We're too happy to see us, that's for sure.
You make them carry their own. That's hard.
Not
I appreciate
him.
it.
Not her.
No?
There were 5, 2 got away.
Too
These
bad.
2 were with me.
Make an insight check.
Is he gonna get that he's joking?
That's a 5.
Yeah, he seems pretty disappointed that they weren't bandits. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see what we got there. The guard who's helping you drag him in throws the one guy down.
Oh.
The burnt guy you're gonna lead in, he's just standing there with that long, kind of absent stare. No, you weren't too gentle with them then, were you?
We offered them surrender, of course, until they came at us.
Very well. Step outside, give me a minute.
Do you want me to leave these with you?
Yes.
I'll just let it slump off.
You just drop one.
Jimmy!
You guys walk out?
Yep.
I'll offer him a little.
I'm gonna give a pat on the shoulder of the softly, like, hang in there.
He flinches. You give the slice nod, you get a little head nod back. You guys go wait outside. Everybody make a perception check.
Ooh.
How's my brace gonna do?
It's still pretty tight. You haven't done much moving with it.
I'm gonna try to do like my stretches with the brace on.
Okay. You start straightening the brace. Again, it's still pretty tight around your leg. You can feel at times it loosening off. You can see in places the leather start to crack a little bit as you use it and flex it. You know you just need to give it some time of actually like moving it and working on it. It still feels pretty good as far as supporting the leg, especially when you do your stretches. You notice a lot more mobility. What was your perceptions?
23.
16.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You hear horrible noises from inside the hut. He's quite obviously feeding information out of the 2 that are still left conscious. After a couple minutes, it stops. One of the guards comes out. He beckons you guys to come back in.
I'll walk in.
Yep.
Follow.
Okay, you guys go in. As you go in, all 3 of them are being dragged out by the guards.
Like limp.
Yeah.
Are they like Ooh, what condition is the guy I was leading?
Make a perception check.
19.
19. The two that you guys brought in alive are still alive. They're not looking too happy about their
The one
condition
that
at
you
this
brought
point.
in dead is alive.
The one that you brought in dead is still dead, being dragged out quite literally by his feet. But the other two are alive. They're just really not doing so well. They get dragged out past you. You go in. You do notice there's a small blood splatter on the floor. Right. Well, it does in fact appear that they are bandits working for the man that I am seeking. You said you have some information for me about where they are.
No. I said those two had the information.
Doesn't seem like they know anything. Pretty sure they would have told me.
They mentioned something about not willing to speak to us because they would die if their bandit leader found out. Thought we'd leave the interrogation to the professionals.
Well, I'm sure with time we'll get what we want. Disappointing though. I was hoping to have a hanging this afternoon. Seems we'll need him for a little longer. Turns around, walks over to his desk, opens up a drawer on top and pulls a small chest out. Reaches in, pulls out a small chain necklace around his neck with a small key on it. Unlocks it, opens it up, starts counting gold out. Counts out a whole bunch of gold, takes a small pouch off of his desk, fills it up, comes back, hands it to you.
I mean, I appreciate the gesture, but we weren't expecting to collect until we brought you the leader.
The deal is 20 gold a bandit. You brought me 3 bandits. Now go bring me the leader.
See what we can do.
Have a good one.
Dismissed.
And walk off.
So,
As we're leaving, hopefully next time the guards don't fucking pick me first. That's kind of shitty.
at least you got a little respect from the commander there.
Seems like a solid guy.
Can't much approve of his methods.
Did you guys leave?
Yeah, we're
This
We're
is in
leaving.
earshot.
We're
We're
walking.
leaving.
They're not near you yet, though.
No, but I was wondering if they were within earshot of the guy.
Oh, they walked out.
We're
Okay.
just walking.
It's like,
They walked out. They're walking back to the training ground.
now you're getting beat.
We didn't want to hang him.
Head back out.
Yeah.
Sure.
You guys head back out.
See Gedrick there being hung for practicing witchcraft.
Gedrick's standing off to the side of the roadway there. There's a couple people push past you, different business coming into the keep. You guys push out. Gedrick's standing there with his disc. You kind of glance over your shoulder. You can see the soldiers are a little more busy paying attention to who's coming in and out of the keep right now. They're not really paying attention to him.
I would have taken some time there to re-up the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend some time off to the side. Luckily the guards really aren't paying attention. Yeah, you just do.
I can't subtle spell a ritual, can I? I'm not doing it, I'm just for reference later on.
I think the cast time has to be smaller,
Fair
but
enough.
I'd have to look into it.
Well,
Still daylight left.
Still morning.
Let's start our journey again and try to find some bandits.
Did we ever get the flower we needed
flower.
for the invisible thing?
Did we ever figure out how we were gonna bring that thing back?
Flower.
Flower makes a poor cage, Gedrick.
It being unconscious makes a really good cage.
And how often do you plan on beating it unconscious for the next 2 weeks as we're dragging it back to here?
And I just assumed that Jethro would appear the moment we got it. I'm kidding, of course. I don't know. Seeing it is my main concern.
Well, regardless of whether we can see it or not, that doesn't allow us to bring it back here.
Manacles.
That's not the answer to everything.
Do you know the size of the creature?
Do you know how many limbs it has?
Do you?
No. Not exactly. Which is why we need to plan for this. We
See,
need
I've heard tale of it, kind of. There's stories come out of the Redwood.
Well, how big is it supposed to be?
And that's the problem, is it's invisible, and people generally embellish in stories, but a lot of weird stories come out of the Redwood. After all, there was, how it got its name.
Red?
There was a battle there, and the ground got stained with blood.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Everything that grows there is tinged red.
I was just saying, I'm getting this right? Because you told me last week.
There's lots of different stories about it. You don't really know what's true.
Mm-hmm.
It was the site of some pretty brutal fighting in the Holy Wars.
The Holy Wars, I was saying.
There was a lot of blood spilled there, so there's a lot of different stories about why, but all of the plants there are tinged red now. It used to be known as the Moonblade.
Moonlight,
Now it's known as the Redwood.
Redwood. Just saying, some dark stuff's there. I know that if we can try to bring it alive, that's a bonus, but
I suppose we bring enough rope and chain, can tie just about anything up. We'll still need another wagon or something to bring it back.
We'll also need to stay awake during our watches.
Yeah, we will.
Well, the priority right now is the bandit, right?
did you get the information from him?
Yeah.
I set you up for that.
Yeah, I know where he is.
Good. I was afraid that my trick didn't work.
Pretty sure he thought you were some kind of god.
No. What was the name?
Torm.
Torm. Yeah, he thought it was Torm.
Yeah, that was the word.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Oh. I spoke with him with my mind. He didn't understand who I was, thought I was his god, and I convinced him to give us the information.
Tactical.
Told me where the bandit's location was, and I don't actually remember, but
It was up in the northwestern part of the.
West side of a old farm stand, second north
It
road.
was the second north road,
It's run out of there.
and it was an abandoned
Rest of it to the north.
farmstead.
Make notes.
Pretty good notes about what I said.
It's just reading my own handwriting that I'm writing really quickly.
I don't know if I should be more pissed that you guys trusted them, or that they're gone.
I mean, they were in a desperate situation.
Well, here's the thing. They're not going back because they've given up the one, at least, given up the information.
You're assuming he gave you legitimate information.
You don't lie to your god.
You're assuming he thought you were his god.
No.
he seemed legitimate when I was talking to him.
If I knew someone was trying to get into my head, I'd sound pretty legitimate too. All I'm saying is if I find them when we fight those other bandits, they're mine.
You'll leave them.
No, I will not. Not if they escape and follow back to where they said they weren't from.
If they're there and they're attacking us, they're fair game. That's as simple as that.
They're not our prisoners anymore.
If they raise arms against us, I suppose I can't say otherwise. I hope they're not as cruel as that.
How much gold did we make from that?
60.
Is it 60? Like, did you count it?
No.
Let's count it up. Was the dead one worth the same as the live ones?
Said 20.
He said 20 gold a head. I'm not going to count it out here.
Fair enough.
Well, go on. We got plans to make for how we're getting this thing back and how we're gonna see it, as well as the bandits. Still a little banged up from the road anyway. Let's get to planning. Let's get to thinking. Rushing out there, all we know isn't gonna do us any good.
Should we go after the bandit leader now?
Just right now.
We already left town. We're back in town again. Just hang around here for another day. We're already packed and we're ready to go. Doesn't make sense to unpack and then pack again tomorrow in 2 days.
Hasn't?
I have no reason to be here.
We only have a certain amount of time to get to the Redwood and start that pod. Didn't he say a week?
No.
No.
He told us to get prepared. Told us not to rush.
Fair enough. Well, I'm just saying, unpacking doesn't make sense to me.
I suppose that makes some form of sense. Let's go then. Let's try to bed
We need to get that bandit and we need to get that
Let's be
lion.
real. Where are we gonna go for a bed? Go to
Tiger.
your shop. You're gonna sleep on the floor.
Fair.
anyways.
Panther thing.
Alright, so we're gonna head.
On
back.
the road again.
Heading back to where?
We're heading the same way.
Back up into the farmland?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where they indicated is farther west.
So can we go like
But
around
where
the
they indicated
city?
is west of here. To
Yes.
to north. So head there and then head in their directions.
Okay. But you're just heading back up to where their directions are? Okay. In order to get over that way, you actually swing around the west side of the keep, back up through the engineering district. You push up through, past all of the manufacturing plants, up back into the low-income housing area. Out past that, you come out to that small open area between the houses and the farmland again. Pushing on, you push north towards farmland, but also west.
Once we get into like a big open area, I'm gonna get off the cart and start walking a bit. I know it's gonna slow us a bit, but I'm gonna start walking.
I mean, we're not really in a rush, so.
Okay, so you guys push out of the housing. You jump out of the cart to walk across towards the farmland. It's still going.
Every chance, like, I still jump on the cart to do my spell every.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't take you guys hugely long to cross the field. Gedrick's moving along. As you're going, you can feel it still loosening up, and that it's feeling better. You guys continue on across. You come to the first row of fences and farmers' fields. You push west along the fence until you find a path leading up into deeper into the farmlands. You follow that on up for hours. It's starting to get pretty late, pretty darkening.
There's
Moving
no
on through
reason
the
for
night.
us to go really late.
Pretty sure you're the only one that can see at night, Kedrick.
Yeah, I think we'll just camp like now. We don't need.
You're
to
not
go
terribly
late.
far away from where you need to be, but it is starting to get dark.
Alright. You guys take a break. I'll take first watch.
Set up a cold camp, I suppose. We don't want anyone to know we're out here. Not really.
He's gonna camp on the road.
Side of the road, I guess.
Is there a little alcove we can go into?
Not exactly. Down the sides of these roads is all just like fenced off farmers' fields. So you can pull off to the side of the road into the little bit of the ditch that's there. But beyond that, there's not a whole lot of comfortable ones.
I guess that's what we're doing.
If we don't see anything stretching on ahead other than the same, I suppose we don't have a choice.
It's pretty much the same. The only as you've gone along this road through the day, the only thing that really breaks up, occasionally there's a road off the left or the right. Occasionally you'll see like a farmstead or a barn or something, but for the most part it's the same all the way along.
Yeah, this will just take the gully and ditch, side of the road, whatever you want to call it.
So you carefully push the wagon into this little ditch area beside the road. You unhook the donkey, kind of get yourself set up.
Unpack the.
Yeah, back to this.
You set up your camp, you guys break out your food, enjoy your meal, settle in for the night, just taking watches.
What's up first?
Where do you want me?
Wherever you'll stay awake.
I mean, I'll just stay awake with him. Then there's two of us.
Wake me up when you need me.
We'll both take two.
Second one, yeah.
You guys settle in for the night. For your watch, the light continues to go down until it goes dark completely. The stars come up. There's a little bit of light. There is some clouds passing overhead, so it's not exactly the brightest night for you. Make a perception check.
23.
Okay. You do notice a few creatures in that around. You notice a fox hunting something in among the fields. You do notice a bird that goes silently overhead. A couple bats floating around. Nothing else in there.
Through the night, I'd probably try to see if I can get quicker pace going with my leg. Like see if I could start not running, but moving a little faster.
Okay, so you try to work your leg pretty good. You're moving around the camp, just trying to loosen up the brace. It's feeling pretty good. You're not sure exactly whether you're moving faster or not, but the brace is loosened up. It's really kind of settled into where it sits on your leg.
Alright. And then with the rest of the time that I have, I can use my sorcery points for an attempt.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Every week. 16.
16. You follow the process that you've been using. As it arcs up your arm, up the forearms into the usual gauntlets that you've been able to conjure onto yourself. You watch as it slowly climbs, and you have a little bit of an epiphany in how it's moving along your arm and between the scales. You take a minute to think about that as it just slowly dispels, and you make a couple notes on just how you're actually channeling it up your arm. After that, your watch passes on.
That's good. I'll go wake up if I'm out here.
Okay. You guys are woken up?
Nothing. Creatures.
I don't expect anything to be out here, and even if we did hear some traffic, it's a road. Could be someone trying to make a late delivery.
TPA is out. It's dark. It's dark for me, so.
Yeah. Stars in the sky, and that's about it. Get some sleep, Gedrick.
We'll keep our eyes open.
Dust!
Okay.
Ivan, you can sleep if you want.
I'm fine.
To fall asleep, I don't want you to be tired for a battle or anything.
I got plenty of rest the other night. It's fine.
You sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
You can talk to me if you ever need to.
Thank you, Nadia. But really, I am okay.
Alright.
So, make sure nothing's sneaking up on us, huh?
Yep.
Right, then. Do a couple of back and forths up and down the length of 50 feet or so from the wagon and up the path.
Okay. Perception checks.
Are we going together or opposite directions?
I was just gonna start walking. If you follow, you follow.
I'm gonna follow you because I'm keeping my eyes on you.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I know. That's 20.
7.
The only thing that stands out to you through your watch for the night, At one point, a coyote's actually kind of just like trotting up the road. It stops when it notices you, and it looks at you for a second, and then skirts around you guys. And he's on its way.
That's gotta be good luck.
Yes, scavengers are usually signs of good luck.
When they don't stay around.
Is it bad luck that Aslan's with us?
I don't know whether to like think you're funny or not.
No.
I'll just do an awkward smile, like.
It's too dark. You can't see it.
It's alright. It's the thought that counts.
I think it's time. I'll go wake up Aslan.
Okay. You're woken up by Ivan.
Shifts up.
Alright.
I'll give him thumbs up, like, he made it through the night.
So patronizing. Keep your ears open. It's pretty dark out. Till dawn breaks, we have a hard time seeing anything.
Yeah. Get myself up. Head kind of middle of the tents or the camping area or near the cart. Probably just sit near the cart. Keep my ears out.
Okay. Make a perception check. You get your helmet off?
Yeah.
So advantage if you're just listening.
Oh.
16.
Nothing stands out to you.
Just waited out for the most part. Yeah.
Okay. Eventually the sun starts to peek over the horizon again.
Such a late night. Yeah, you start waking everybody else up then at that point.
Okay.
Nadia, a couple of kicks in the rib.
Can I grab his foot?
Yeah.
That's a surprise attack. You can.
The first kick was.
Make an athletics with advantage.
Ooh.
Make an opposed athletics or acrobatics.
With disadvantage?
No, she's got advantage.
18. Sucker.
17!
So, as you kick her, like, just lightning fast in reaction, she's still half asleep. She reaches out and grabs your foot. She actually catches you off guard for a second, but you tear it away out of her grasp.
You're just too strong.
That's not what it should be, though.
Get up.
Don't go kicking people. Not before they've had coffee.
Walk over, kick them awake.
You guys are kicked awake.
Careful, don't bruise your foot.
I pretend to die.
Well, at least
I start grasping my chest. Ah!
Medic! He needs a medic!
Make a performance check.
18.
18.
Oh,
You kick him, and suddenly he starts gasping and grabbing at his chest. It looks like he's having a heart attack.
Well, I'm gonna run over and try to, I don't know.
medic in better.
You go over and try to give him CPR.
Yeah.
Nadia, tell my family.
I don't know who your family is.
River.
It's really hard to breathe or talk as she's like giving you like hard chest compressions. You just managed to get out River. There's a burst of water out of the flask and it just sprays you in the face. It's cold, very clean, but very cold.
Ah,
I remember.
how I miss the sea.
It's not seawater.
It's fresh water.
It's close as I'm gonna get out here. We're going into forest. Thank you so much. Wait, what happened to my hat?
Blasted backwards off you.
Onto the floor?
It's on the
Ground,
it's
you're
grass,
not
it's
inside.
fucking dirt.
Onto the dirt!
Yeah. There's dirt outside.
That's mud now.
It's kind of muddy and wet and gross.
Ha ha ha. You're so funny. I'll grab my hat.
Swipe your hat.
I'm gonna go over a high five to Azeroth.
Traitor. I'm writing that down.
You jump up and slap him on the forearm.
Okay. He's so short.
Yeah. So you guys set about the morning routine, eating your breakfast, getting the cart set back up, getting the disc going again. We'll take a very short break.
I'm shopping this time.
No shopping this time. Just refresh your drinks, make sure you're ready to go, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Refresh your drinks too. We're taking a break.
I believe I can fly.
We're back.
Woohoo!
We're back. That was probably our quickest break ever.
I'm back,
Look at us
baby.
go. Back, baby.
What happened in that break? Mitch died
On the inside.
on the inside.
Yeah.
No, I feel like relieved.
Yeah.
Or not.
So, you guys get up in the morning. You go about breaking camp. You enjoy your morning meal. You get the cart going again. You get your disc go up again. Load everything up. Continue making your way north.
I'm gonna keep walking at this point.
Yep. What is your movement right now?
15.
15. You're up to 20.
Woo! I believe I can fly.
Ready for a race?
The brace supporting your leg, and as it's loosened up a little bit and giving you a little more movement, you're able to get a little freer motion on your leg and move it a little bit faster.
Awesome. Alright, who can go the farthest in 6 seconds? 1, 2, whole person. I'm kidding.
Are you actually saying this?
Okay. You continue making your way up the road. You do know, as a couple hours go by, you're getting towards the north end of the farmland. At this point, you do know you're approaching roughly where they said it would be.
Probably want to leave the cart behind. No need to attract that much attention.
Alright.
Might be good attention though.
How do you figure?
Bandits. They come to us if we have a cart.
Suppose you want to go that route.
Let's put everything on the cot at least.
Well, the alternative is we leave it here unattended.
He's right. Let's put everything on the cot though. We'll ditch the disc for now.
Should have a little more room on there.
I haven't been on it, so.
We've eaten a bit of food.
Okay, so you guys take some time offloading the disc into the cart. You get it all loaded up, you lash it down, and continue making your way on north on the road. As you continue traveling this road, you can see off to the left in the distance the top of a silo and a barn coming into view. As you continue, there's a tall house in front of the barn, a couple more buildings off to the side of the barn. Obviously, what was a fairly large farmstead at one point. You continue coming up on it, you can see more and more of these buildings as they rise up over you. It doesn't look like there's any activity here that they've been used in a while.
Lots of places to hide in a place like that. Spots to set up.
Are we walking towards them or continuing?
Nothing come to us, right?
So are we continuing down the path?
Or do we knock on the door faking that we want a place to stay on our travels?
Bit early for that, isn't it?
Might be.
Perhaps for breakfast?
Bit late for that, isn't it?
Lunch?
Well, you were the one going after the bandits now.
I say we set up for lunch and see if anyone comes to us.
May as well.
A nice little lunch and
Worst comes to worst, we've had lunch. Don't die on an empty stomach, I guess.
just keep your eyes and ears open. Make it seem like you're not, but keep them open.
Right.
What are you guys doing?
Basically like settling, half settling.
Half salad.
Having a picnic, but aware of our surroundings.
So, where you are on the road, you're just gonna start eating?
Or we'll like set up on the side. Like front.
Can we should tie up the donkey, like,
Okay.
yeah. And then we're just gonna sit down and have a little bit of lunch.
Set up a campfire. Get some food cooking. Get some coffee brewing.
You know me so well.
Too bad we going guns blazing.
So in the middle of the day, you just go to the side of the road in your farmer's field and start a fire.
Yeah.
That was his idea. That's a no. No.
Small big fire, not like.
Like throwing a bonfire here.
I feel like we don't have good luck with farmlands.
Okay. So you guys pull off to the side, a little ways back from reaching this place. You pull over to the side of the road, set up your small lunch encampment, start your fire, put a pot of coffee on, enjoy yourselves for a while.
What kind of field is this that we're right next to?
Right here.
Is it like grazing or?
This is all tall.
Wheat?
Not wheat. It's basically just tall grass that they're gonna
Gotcha.
rip up and bale for hay.
Yeah.
Hayfield. I can know. Sorry. Words. They're difficult.
Hay grass.
I just sit there and play my drum after I eat.
Sit there. Having your drum.
Nice.
Do I roll for it?
If you want to actually use it.
Only for me though.
Wow.
That could be a good thing.
You guys just take it as passive aggressive drum blind.
And when they don't come out because they're crafty, watching us, we're not here, what do we do?
We're assuming they're here.
We are.
How far is away from us right now?
A couple 100 feet down the road.
Oh.
Just
That was the most delicate sneeze ever.
Thank you. I'm
Just
such a
keep
lady.
eating, just keep. And just see how far we get into this. If we finish, then
Did I go along? Take a cart, keep going down the road, double back all quiet like.
I guess so. I don't really care if we go in there and just fight them.
Don't know how many there are.
You're not wrong.
Should we try to pull them out or just go in?
You gotta remember too, if they're bandits, they're probably not all sitting in there. That's not how bandits make a living.
Fair.
is there everything around us like that like seems like did you hear anybody like walk like sneaking through the hay or
Make a perception check.
14?
That stands out.
Keep eating, keeping our ears and eyes open for a little bit.
Why don't we go and ask for directions?
Directions where? Nestleton? What else is this way?
The house over there.
Pardon?
We try the house, maybe they know the way.
Yeah, he says, where would we ask them directions to?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying.
No, like where are we going?
Why don't we just say Valendale
We're heading
and say
to.
we got turned around or something?
We're heading to. Shit, Ox. What is it, Ox something?
Oxborough?
Oxborough.
It's the other way.
Okay, we're lost.
Valendale. Okay, we're lost.
We could always play the dumb card. Ask them if they've heard of any bandits in the area.
You might want to strip off your armor and weapons if you do that.
Why? Say we were looking for them.
You look like a bandit.
See what they say.
So you're either going to assault a bunch of innocent people or give away your chance of surprise.
Not much of a surprise if they think we're stupid. They'd feel like they have the upper hand.
I have an idea.
Well then.
I can make myself look like one of the bandits. You guys pull me up there acting like I'm your prisoner now, and that you're here for them.
Or you could go dressed as a bandit, knock on the door, and see if that's where they are, and how many there are.
I think they're gonna let me just walk up there and then leave.
Can you disguise yourself as one of the ones we just got rid of?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, if we bring you up there as a prisoner, what if we just get mowed down by bow fire?
That's true.
They're nasty shots.
They would assume that I told you where you are, and I would just assume to kill me. Guns blazing.
That's hardly a plan.
We're also assuming that the archers didn't go back and try to set up an ambush for us, because you can dress up like whoever you want, but they're not going to care when you show up with us.
It's true.
We are assuming that. Yes. Assuming they're not fools.
Alright, so are we just going in, or are we going to do a disguise or quiet?
Well, fearless leader.
Oh. Plans. It'd be kind of funny if we showed up there and said we were tax collectors.
Sure, there's tons of half-breed, trident-wearing tax collectors.
Lord, what's his name, said we were supposed to come to all the farms in the area and collect the tax.
He could be
The
the
road
muscle.
tax.
He could be the muscle, really. He doesn't have to be the one up front talking. He can be just the.
Point is, we're trying to capture them. So, we have a cart. That's not conducive to our situation. Normally, we'd want to sneak up on them, try to creep in there, see what we can get first before going in. We don't have that opportunity.
Right.
So, we don't really have that many opportunities besides going in there.
We just kick down the door, see what happens.
Well, I mean, we can kick down the door and we can just try to jump on them, but I'm not. Either that or we try to trick them.
I mean, are we trying to capture as many as we can, or just the leader? Because we have no idea how many are in there.
They were basically just after the head honcho, but anyone else comes along, they come along.
I don't want to force a bunch of people into this fight, though.
Neither do I. What do you think, Edric?
I think if there's no. From everything I'm hearing, there's no clear that's the smart choice. They all have a if ands or buts.
So we still had Real around. Probably get a peek in there without being seen.
Yes, well. Situation's change, right?
Yeah.
He's happy where he is at. So.
One would hope. Unless you think you can be quiet like Nadia.
I mean, how hard can it be? I don't have clanky armor, so.
Take a quick peek around, maybe.
Sure. Does anybody want to come with? Or just on my own? Okay, all the volunteers. Cool. I'll check it out. That's fine. I'm fine with doing it on my own. Alright. You just want to stay here?
I don't know where else where we could be.
I've been practicing running too, so let me warm up in case it goes wrong. Alright.
Come back quick and give a yell.
That's it,
if
right?
anything goes wrong.
No, that's it.
It's a squat.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we
The
go.
legs, not the back.
Okay. I got it. Alright. sneak mode. Alright, I'm just gonna... Is this just an open plain?
You can duck into the hayfield.
Alright, I will take that direction.
Okay. You move into the hayfield.
The moment she gets about 10 feet in, I'll just say we're fucked.
Just burn down the house.
Like 10 feet, you can totally hear.
Like, you're good at that.
You're trying to sneak slowly. You can hear him question you.
I'll roll my eyes, but I'm in sneak mode, so I won't say anything.
16 in perception.
Roll stealth.
Oh boy. Am I good at this? Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, 11.
You can hear her just pushing her way through the hay.
Nadia, come back.
No, I'm going. This was the plan.
You can hear her continue to move away from you. You can see at the top of the hay where she's crouched in, it's just like parting where she's moving.
You're not moving stealthily at all. I know exactly where you are.
Am I still close enough that I can hear like them talking?
She's moving away from you. You're gonna have to be a little louder to talk to her. Oh, your message. It's in your head.
Oh. If I put my hand out, like up, can they see it?
Yeah, the haze. You have to like duck. It
Oh,
disappear in
I'll
your-
just put my hand up and like do a wave and keep going.
You continue to see the top of the hay moving farther away.
Do I see any of the hay moving anywhere else?
Make a perception check.
22.
Didn't this happen in Jurassic Park or something? Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
Don't scares
into
me.
the long grass.
Yeah.
He gets attacked by a Pikachu.
Alright, and I'm just heading towards the direction.
Okay. So you make your way off towards the farmstead. You push on for.
I'm gonna try and be quieter because obviously they pointed out I suck at this, so just be a little.
You push on for a few minutes. Eventually, you can tell up ahead the hay is coming to an end. You can see just faintly up ahead the fence around the field. You can see up above you the silo in the barn. Off to the right is the house.
We didn't even talk about where they would be. How far away is it?
The first few buildings
The
on
nearest
this
one.
side are probably about 40 feet away.
Ooh. Are there windows
The
facing this
barn
direction?
itself is about 80 feet away. Same with the house.
Are there windows facing this direction?
You push forward a little more. You can see the first building is a long, low building made out of stone. There are a couple windows in it. It looks dark inside.
So the first one's like a house?
The first one's a long, low building.
Okay.
Off to the right, you can see farther back is a large, like, farmhouse.
Okay. Can I make it to like beside that building where that like the further away wouldn't see me?
Where people at the house wouldn't see you? Or-
Yeah, to the right. The right. Whatever is at the right. I forget what the right.
There's nothing to the right. The right is like an open courtyard area, kind of between where the house, the barn, and this building is.
Alright. And which side is the door on?
For which?
The closest.
The
The
closest-
low building.
The low building? It's right in the middle.
But facing me?
Yeah.
Let me know when 5 minutes has passed.
Alright, I'm gonna book it to and like
For
book it to the side of that door.
okay. Make a stealth check. Any perception check.
Stealth is 16. Perception is 13.
Okay. As you dart over, you notice out of the corner of your eye, there's two men pushing a cart across this courtyard towards the house. just as you're ducking around the corner, you think you see one of them stop and look over your direction.
Alright, I'm just going to kind of fall kind of against the wall and just chill there for a bit.
Okay, so you're just waiting up against the wall?
Yep.
Okay. You can hear footsteps along the gravel moving in your direction.
Can I move around the other side of the building? Away from him?
Okay. So you start sliding along the building, past the door, past the other window, pushing around the other side. You push around the back side of the building, glance around. You don't see anybody back here. You can see the silo up ahead. Straight over from you as you turn this corner is the back of the barn. You can hear the gravel crunching on the other side of the road, or the building. You can hear the footsteps stop. And you go, "What are you doing?" "No, I thought I saw something." Never mind. You can hear the footsteps start to go back the other way.
Were they dressed like the other people I've seen?
You're the worst in the world.
You shouldn't talk about yourself that way.
Huh.
Alright, they're dressed pretty plainly. Something you'd probably see in this area.
So they're not dressed like bandits.
The bandits were dressed like
Yeah,
bandits.
so they weren't dressed like.
Oh yeah, they were
They didn't
dressed
have like a
like...
neon sign being like
Got
bandits.
picked with a pick and a spear.
Stop,
to
guys!
try
I'm
to
in stealth mode. You're ruining it. All right. How? Okay. Can I now inch my way back to the window and take a peek inside?
So you're gonna come back around the
Yep.
first side of the building. Okay, so you come back around. You take a peek. You don't see anybody over this way now. You slide along. Take a quick look inside. It's pretty dark. It's hard to tell. Best guess is you think there's different equipment inside. It's
Okay.
probably a storage shed of some kind.
Okay. Now, what's the closest building from here? The house or the silo?
The barn is probably the closest one. You know there's another small building just on the other side of this storage hut.
And that's...
You're not sure.
How
Just a small building that's kind of attached to the back of it.
And the barn's how many feet?
The barn, tough to estimate, probably like 40, 50 feet from here.
And would I have to run across where those guys were?
You can go around the back side, or you can come up the front side of it.
I'll try the back side.
So you go back around to where you were hiding from it.
Yeah.
You go back around there. You can kind of see the silo off to the left, the barn up ahead of you. There's a little bit of open area between this shed and the barn. You're just gonna take off for the barn.
Is there anyone around?
Make a perception check.
16.
16. As you start creeping forward, you get a view between this building and the barn, out into that open area in the middle, and you can see the guys pushing the cart towards that farmhouse again.
But their backs are to me?
Kind
Kind
of.
of.
They're on an angle to you.
Can I see what's in the cart? Or is it covered?
It's tough to tell from here.
So they're far enough away that I can't really see big details.
The cart has sides to it.
How far away are they?
From you, they're probably about 70 feet.
Alright, I'll book it.
Alright, so you just book it across, make a stealth check with disadvantage. It's been about 5 minutes at this point.
Oh, she's dead.
She what?
She's dead. Oh, good rolls.
That was some of the worst sneaking I've ever seen. We might have to
10.
go help her.
10?
We might need to help her, but I think we'd have heard some commotion if she'd been seen by now.
You go, booking it across. Luckily, the gravel kind of ends between these buildings. You're running across grass. you move over to the back of the barn. The bottom portion of this barn, for about 6 feet up, is all stonework. You get to the back of it, push yourself up. It's kind of cool at this time of day. Up above, you can see the structure becomes wooden. It's broken in some places.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a hole I could peep in?
It's well up.
Oh.
The stonework goes up for 6 feet.
Some of us can't be 6 feet.
I just don't have a good feeling about this.
So the closest building now is the silo?
The silo is directly ahead of you, kind of tucked into the edge of the field, up against the fence. Other than that, you have to go around the barn towards the house.
How far would the house be from there?
The house, tough to estimate. It's a good distance. Probably at least 100 feet.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll get around to the silo.
Okay, so you just walk away from the barn towards the silo?
Yeah, forget that part.
Okay.
I'd leave at this point and start walking towards it.
You start walking towards the farmstead?
Once you started talking about that.
Okay. By the time she needs, I guess.
There was no real plan. She just said she was going to sneak.
Get information, come back.
You guys start walking up the road.
Yeah.
You're taking the cart with you?
I wasn't planning on it.
You're just leaving the cart there?
Oh my goodness.
Just bring the car with us. We're around bandits.
Right, and we're going to save someone's life. It's worth more than a bit of food and water.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay. So you guys start heading up the road.
I'll lead the horse forward.
Donkey.
What?
If I heard them, yeah, the donkey.
Yeah, I'll leave the horse and the donkey and cart.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
I'm
take it
just
with
gonna
you?
leave it.
Okay.
At the very least, it can provide cover.
You guys start traveling up the road. It's not a quick pace, taking the cart with you, but you guys continue up the road.
You know, you guys could have stayed with this, right?
You could have.
Someone has to go do this.
It's better if we do it together. We're a team. We're the Three Musketeers.
Let's go find her, make sure she's okay. And if she's not,
Three best friends.
well, let's go do something about that too.
Thanks, Ivan.
3 musketeers and 1 sneak.
There was also a 4th Musketeer. D'Artagnan? No, well,
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, yeah. I know things.
Alright, you move away from the barn towards the silo. The silo is a mostly metal construction. It has some odd rigging around the outside, kind of holding it together. You go over, have a look around it. It's pretty wide around. Nothing really stands out about it. There's a ladder at one side to go up to the top.
Too bad I'm not a sniper. Oh, but there could be one. I'll climb this tower. Wait, which way is this ladder facing?
The ladder's facing north. You came from the south of the farmstead.
You're not helping. I need a map of this. Which way is the house?
The house is east of you.
I'll climb the ladder. How tall is it?
The silo is about 50 feet tall.
How many eyes are
It's like 9 Azencroft's tall.
Alright. Let's climb it.
Okay.
With or without the bear? No kidding.
You start climbing the ladder. You make your way up. It takes you a while. As you start to go up the barn, you start to clear the barn as you get towards the top of the silo. You come up to the top and there's a very narrow walkway all the way around it. There's an opening there where you can see down into the silo. It appears to be empty. You walk around the metal walkway. It kind of rattles under your feet with a metallic clank, but otherwise doesn't appear to be anything.
And then I'm going to look out and see if I can see anyone out there. Like just
Okay. You look down.
distance-wise.
You can see the 2 guys with the cart. They pushed it over towards the house. They've kind of rested it beside the picket fence that goes all the way around the yard. They're kind of just loitering around out front of the house. You can see people moving up the road.
Do they look like enemies?
Probably doesn't really look that way. They're traveling with a cart.
Like they're traveling slow.
They're traveling slow with a cart. They're probably just travelers on the road.
Alright. I'll climb back down.
Okay, you start climbing down. You guys are making your way up the road. The farmhouse is coming into view now as you're kind of coming past the edge of the field. There's an open area, kind of gravel. You can see the picket fence around the yard of this house, and farther back you have the barn and this small stone shed. And behind there's the silo.
What's the name of the guy we're after again?
That's you.
I have gang leader. 400 gold.
They told us the name though.
It said the bandit leader's name was Lars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Ulrich.
Lars Ulrich.
Von Liechtenstein. No.
I don't even know where you got Ulrich from.
Lars Ulrich, drummer. Ulrich von Liechtenstein from Knight's Tale.
What's the lore that they kept talking about?
I know Knight's Tale. I don't know who Lars are.
I don't remember what the Lord was
What was
there.
the Lord's name again? They kept-
Lord Davin?
Lord Davin.
Well, very important.
What did you say?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You guys are coming up the road. You can see a couple people loitering around the front of the yard.
Take a look over, see if I can spot any weapons being worn.
Okay. Make a perception check.
12.
12? You think you can see a dagger on one of their hips. Not terribly unusual.
They're not well armed if they're bandits.
Have they taken notice of us?
And they seem to be chatting to each other. I'm not taking notice of much.
Yeah. Keep heading forward for now.
Okay. You heading towards the house or you heading along the road?
You're the one heading out.
Well, let's go save the bandits.
Sure, let's go ask.
Screw
Prim
plans.
proper.
Okay. So you guys just start heading in towards bring the cart and all?
Yep.
Okay. You climb down the silo again. Head back towards the back of the barn. What are you doing?
How far is the house? From like
It's
the
over 100
silo?
feet from you. You don't really know the distance.
Are they facing towards me away? Like, how are they? They're in front of the house. And
Yeah.
how's the house facing me?
You're to the side of the house.
Do they seem to be milling, like, just like, you
They're
know,
just talking
chatting
to each other.
They're not, like, glancing out here and there.
Hard to say. They're talking to each other.
I'll book it.
They're not just like staring deeply into each other's eyes.
They're
Oh.
not truly madly deeply, I'm sorry.
Where are you booking it to?
The closest side of the house.
Okay, so you're gonna slide all the way along the barn. The barn's a good structure.
Yeah.
So you slide all the way along it, and then from there you're just gonna book it towards the house.
What kind of angle can I get where the building covers, like, I can cover around the building that they won't
It's
see me?
open between the barn and the house.
No,
The
but
only
when I
thing-
get to it.
You can go
Yeah,
behind
I'll
the
just
house. You can
go-
go behind the house.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay.
Sure, book it.
Okay. Are you dashing? Are you
Yes.
doing stealthily?
Oh
Or you-
wait, if I dash, I lose myself.
You can't stealth while dashing.
Can you,
But I'm a
can
monk.
you sprint and be sneaky at the same time?
I'm a
Can
monk.
you,
That's not the answer to every
can
question.
you tiptoe full force sprint?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hope they're madly in love enough that they're too distracted.
Make a stealth check.
Ha ha ha. 23.
You start creeping along. The gravel barely crunches underfoot. You're very careful, very soft when your foot falls. You start making your way across. You make it about a third of the way to the house.
Okay.
You guys start walking up. You do notice they don't pay attention to you. They're looking at the people coming into the front. You can see your party approaching from the front of the
Ah.
house. They're kind of looking at it. You guys kind of quizzically.
Hello there.
Yes. Hello.
Are you owners of the home here?
Well, we work here.
Of course. Are you? Do you know where the owner is?
Well, work in the fields, of course. No one gets a break.
Fair enough. We're here to collect some taxes for our Lord Davin.
Well, I've never heard of such a person.
Oh, he's this entire land.
Really? Never heard of him?
He's collecting more money for the upkeep of the roads nearby.
And protection. There's been bandits been banded around here.
Yeah, bandits have been.
They have been talking about bandits lately, but taxes for some phony lord. Who do you say you guys are?
You're calling your lord phony?
Well, I've never heard of a Lord Davin.
You should just wait until he hears of this. Now, we would like to speak to the master, because servants obviously can't be trusted with this kind of information.
Yeah, the guy kind of steps in and he's like, that doesn't sound too friendly, sir. I think we're going to have to ask you to leave.
I'd like to dash. As I'm
Sorry.
distracted.
Where you're dashing to? Is behind the house?
Yeah.
Okay, so you dash behind the house?
I'm not stealthing. I'm just dashing now.
What are you doing behind the house?
Oh. Is there a rock?
You're behind the house.
What do you
But could I have picked up a piece of gravel as I was going?
Sure.
All right, thanks. Oh wait, never mind.
You're hiding behind a piece of gravel. I don't understand what you're doing.
No, I was behind the building, but I wanted a rock. But
Okay, you scoop up a piece of gravel as you dash behind the house.
yes, thank you.
You make it around the back corner of the house. Make a perception check.
20, not natural.
You notice somebody inside the window, and then there's hushed talking and movement. You're pretty sure they saw you.
Oh boy.
Okay, you guys have the house.
I think your owner is going to be really disappointed when he finds his hands talking back to people that try to approach their home.
Hey, look, we're nice guys. We just work here. That's all. But I don't know. This talk of taxes and tolls and lords who don't exist. I mean, sounds like you guys are some kind of bandits. This farming community doesn't really take kindly to bandits operating out here.
Exactly. That's why we're here to collect a tax to try to prevent that. So maybe if you could get, someone important to come talk to us, that'd be
Like I
ideal.
said, they're all working out in the fields.
No-name laws.
I'm surprised they trust you alone with the home.
Well,
You're
trust us
here.
to do the work in the barn.
You're here hanging out, enjoying yourselves, slacking off. While the person who actually, pays for the place is out there working. Seems kind of odd to me.
Well,
Oh, insight, by the way. Are they lying to their team?
make an insight.
Is there another window around here?
Realistically, I'd insight this one too. No, it
22.
doesn't matter. Like 4.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Now listen. Just seemed like a lot of lies could be bandied around, and not knowing Lord Davin and about the taxes. That makes some folks quite angry. Especially my gold friend over here. He has a temper.
Well, of course he does. Look at the mutt.
I just don't understand why I'm sitting here talking to a couple servants. Wasting my time.
Low-born piece of trash like you goes telling me that I'm a servant.
Oh no.
Now listen, friend, I avoid calling him things like that.
Well, keep him on his damn leash.
Or what?
Last few people that talked like that ended up.
Maybe
in a
you
lot.
end up in the barn, livestock.
You may work the fields, but I'll turn you into a piece of meat.
One of them turns
The last
around
few
and
that-
gives a really sharp whistle.
And I
You
will
hear
just drive.
you hear a whole bunch of footsteps coming down the stairs inside the house.
Oh shit.
Just going for the punch on the one that's still facing.
I'm gonna hold person.
Roll an
him.
attack.
I'm gonna hold person him.
The one that he's punching or the
Oh
one?
yeah.
You gonna whole person him?
No. The one he's attacking.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
As
Me
you
too.
bloody well hope these are the guys.
They're the guys.
You're disgusting and I hate you.
That was a 19 on the hit.
What was your initiative?
Initiative is 10.
What was your initiative?
19.
This is why we need Aaron to get in between. Or Greg. Or Ian. Ian, I'll take Ian. If you could just buffer the smell
Okay.
between here.
You get your spell off. Doesn't seem to even flinch. He comes up with the dagger as you go forward. Goes to slash at you. Just rakes up the front, but it catches your armor. The dagger's just not going through it. Right as you bring your fist down. 1 plus what's your strength?
2. So 3 damage.
Okay. So you clock him across the face and he staggers backwards. So yours is 10, yours is 19. Ivan?
Also 10.
Oh, I even.
Okay, what do you do?
Drawing the crossbow up and threatening the other guy with it. If he moves, I'll get a helmet on fire.
Okay. He's stepping back, pulling his dagger out. What do you do? What was your initiative?
20.
20?
Keep it at your side, friend.
Okay. What do you, yeah. What do you do?
Are all the footsteps off the stairs now?
You can hear them banging around in the house.
They're still banging around in the house.
They came tearing down the stairs. You can hear them banging through the house.
Did we all hear that?
You guys are pretty engaged with what you're doing right now. You heard him whistle.
We don't have even a sign.
What are you doing?
I'm just waiting there until.
You just standing by the back of the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Kendrick, what are you doing?
Okay. Are they right in melee with me or
No.
no?
One's in melee with him, one's backing up away.
Cool. I'm gonna take a couple steps back. And what do I have?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, I'm gonna hold an action. If anybody starts coming at us, I'm gonna cast magic missile at second level. I don't think I was going with 4.
Yeah.
If anybody comes up from where?
Anywhere. Like he's just whistled, so like
What are you paying attention to?
around everywhere. Generally, like.
What are you keeping your eye on?
360.
I'm
Because
assuming that they're not gonna come.
it's a line of sight.
They're not
spot.
gonna come up from behind us, so I'm backing away from the house, looking at the house. And
So
like,
you're
off
watching the
sides.
house.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to try to knife you again. That's 16.
No.
So slice at you. You just kind of duck to the side of it. 2 more people are going to come out of the front door. They come bursting out. You can make your spell.
So each of them are gonna get 2.
Are you gonna be the first one to hit? Did you hit?
Oh
You
yeah.
already punched again.
And they hit him. First
No, they
guy. No?
They didn't hit him. They raked his armor.
6, 8.
The first guy.
Yep. And 7.
You used a second level.
Yep.
Okay. So, 2 burst out of the house. They're immediately slammed by these projectiles of pure force. They slam into them. They both stagger back into the wall, catch themselves, kind of look at each other for a minute. They both pull out a dagger. One is going to throw it at you. One is going to throw it at you.
I always miss those.
That's 14. And 14.
Nope.
Okay, so they throw them. They're kind of staggered and unaware. They miss you guys. Adam.
So they're all fairly close.
Pretty close. They're a little off to the side of you, though. What's the range on your breath?
15.
You go to that.
15 feet.
So they're close.
Potentially. You could try.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her.
Okay.
Hopefully, kind of catch the house a little bit.
Well, they're on the porch.
Yeah.
You have no
Shouldn't
choice.
have brought a knife to a dragon fight, boys.
What is your DC? 14?
15.
15? One makes it, two of them do not. Roll your damage.
8 damage.
Nice.
So the guy that you punched or in combat with, as you draw back, he ducks out of the way and doesn't catch most of it. The two guys on the porch are burned to a crisp.
Like just.
Yeah, the fire spirals and torrents out. You get a lot behind this one.
You need to
It
stop
kind of
doing
crackles
this.
up. You can see it whip up the porch in under the roof. They kind of get caught in this just like box of heat as the flames swirl up under the roof of the porch. Yeah, they're just charred corpses when the flames are there. At this point, two of them burst out the window,
Damn it!
and another one comes out the door right behind the flames. There's going to be some daggers thrown. One at you.
Me?
Nope.
Oh.
Asin. That's
You're hiding.
20.
No, they burst out the window. They know I'm there.
You're in behind the house.
Not
They're
the
coming
back,
out the front.
Oh, not the back window,
No.
the front windows.
That's a 14 at you.
They saw me run up, so.
That's cocked. And that's a 14 at you. So they come out, they throw. One catches you.
I like to try to catch it. It's like
You take 5 piercing damage as this knife just slips between the chinks in your armor. It scratches you a little bit. Then something goes flying past your head.
You don't have your helmet on? Do you have your helmet on?
The guy who was backing up at first is gonna run forward at you.
Alright, as soon as it starts charging, I'm losing the bolt.
Okay, fire.
That'll be 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Yeah, Ivan!
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Catches him pretty good. Staggers him for a second. Instead of continuing his charge, he throws the dagger at you. That's gonna be 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
You take 3 points of piercing damage. It just skips off of you. Catches you a little bit by surprise with how fast you released it. Nadia, what are you doing?
I'd like to peek into, how many windows are in the back?
There's one right near you. You can see another one. There might be another one farther along the house.
So there's 2 that I can go
There's 2 that you can see.
Which one did they see me through?
The first one.
The other one I would like to peek through.
So you go over to that one. You're looking down a hallway. You can actually see someone standing in the front door.
Back to me though, right?
Back to you.
Alright. Is this window a lift?
Nope.
Or a push?
This window does not open. It's just glass.
Ah.
It's a smash.
It's
It's a
divided in
smash.
a few places. It's kind of ornate in the way they've divided it with the wood. It's not terribly expensive in make, but the way it's been put together, it's fairly ornate.
And there's just one guy standing at the
The
stairs.
one that you can see.
Alright. Alright. I'm going to my poor hands and smash the window, and I'm just gonna try to jump in and go for him.
Okay. So in this turn, you're able to smash the window, break it in, and jump in. You can't get to the head.
Alright, that's cool.
So as you do that, he's going to turn around and notice you. Gedrick, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
So we got one guy in the door, 2 guys just bust out of the
Window.
window.
You've got
and then the one that's
you've
still
got
fighting.
someone squared off with Asin.
Mhm.
Someone squared off with Ivan. Stop short. They're not quite in melee with each other. 2 guys busted out the window. 2 guys burned to death. There's another guy in the door.
And the 2 that busted through the window, they're both gonna get one. But 2 each.
Gonna get one.
Yeah.
Forgot about those.
Pardon?
Forgot about those.
Oh yeah.
We burning all these, but whatever.
Thanks for the share.
Should probably.
No problem.
I hope it was worth the 2 extra.
10
Next.
What can you get high for yourself?
and 6. Yeah, 6.
Significantly less than max.
Yes.
Still decent.
10 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them drops and starts crawling away. As he's slammed by these two darts. The first one catches him low and staggers him. The next one actually hits him in the leg and drops him right down. You can hear a groan out of him, and he starts like dragging himself towards the side of the house. The other one, they catch him pretty strong, but he takes it like a champ and pulls another dagger out. First guy on you, making another swipe.
Swipe.
Not even close. Just rakes it up. You bring the shield up and knock it out of the way. What's your AC?
17.
17. So that just barely hits you.
I don't have it out.
No.
Tink. I won't count that because it was out. You take 9 points of piercing damage as you're struck by something.
Nothing.
Your turn.
Was it the guy who stabbed me? Or, no, he missed.
He came up, tried to stab you. You battered it away. As you battered it away, something small hit you and it hurt a lot.
I didn't see from where.
Make a perception check.
8.
You're not sure. It was somewhere from the house.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab the axe, and I'm just gonna try to sideswipe the guy who tried to stab me and missed.
You going two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
So you're dropping the shield?
You've never
I
used it,
didn't
right?
pull it out.
What's that?
I didn't pull it out, that's why my
Oh, you
AC
haven't
is
been using the shield. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, you grab your axe, take a swing.
Billy Mazencroft here. 18.
Oh yeah, it is.
9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah. You swing forward. You get about 8 inches through his torso before it comes to a stop.
Having
There's this
fun
horrible noise, and there's just kind of like this sloth release of breath, and the guy just kind of slumps to the side and pull the axe back out of him. Anything else for your turn?
yet? No. Guttural war cries.
The guy at the door spins around and throws a dagger at you.
Yay! My first projectile.
That's 11.
What do I do? I've never done this before.
Check.
Oh.
It's a reaction.
She's been so
You've been
excited
excited for
so
this. You
long.
should know.
When you're hit by a rage
When
when
you
you
are
do so, the
hit.
damage you take.
You're not hit.
You didn't get hit. It missed you.
Can I shake my fist at him like, do better?
Amazing.
When you were hit by a range. Yeah. So he missed you so badly you can't even catch it.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
He spins around quickly and throws it at you. You reach out to try and grab it, but it's so far wide, it's just not even in your hand.
I'll like
Is
do
he at least
like,
intimidated
what
the
the
fact
hell?
that she tried to catch it?
He seems a little disturbed by this whole situation.
Oh,
Nothing
God.
seems to be going very well. People are
Burning.
burned beside him. Yeah, it hasn't been a good day for them. So the other guy that jumped
I
out the
just wanted to
window and the
feed
one
my
on you are
kids.
going to make attacks.
Okay.
One of them, the guy who threw at you, is going to take another dagger and come charging forward. The other one's going to make a throw at you. First one's a 15.
No. Just get that out of the way.
Next one, what is your AC?
16.
16. So that one's gonna hit you.
Alright, I'll hit.
Take it.
Yeah. I've still got the crossbow in hand. It's kind of hard for me to get the shield up.
Yep. Okay, so you take 5 points of piercing damage as the guy throws this dagger at you.
I also think you skipped my turn.
Did I?
I had the same initiative as that one.
Yeah, but you suck.
That would be because I have you not written on here. So take your turn now.
Alright.
I thought I had you on there.
Good
Okay.
catch.
I was like, I'm not sure.
I saw you flinch at something.
Yeah.
Alright, you're up.
Then I'll just let go of the crossbow with one hand and drive a metal fist at the guy who threw the first dagger at me.
Okay.
And will a charmed is strength plus proficiency, so that'll be 15 to hit.
Yep.
Alright, so he takes 4 points of damage.
Yeah. So, as he comes up and takes a slash at you, he misses, but the follow-up attack from his friend catches you. As he misses you, you take the hit and just bring your fist down on him. You catch him square in the jaw. You hear a crack. You can see his eyes go really glossy and tear up. He drops down. He's still breathing, but he's not in any kind of
for a while.
He's not in any kind of fighting shape. You got him pretty good.
I'm just gonna look at the other guy and drop the crossbow and put my fists up.
That's great.
He's kind of taken aback for a second. Pulls another dagger out. Yeah. So, you're gonna take one attack. That's gonna be 16.
Just hits.
Just hits. And you're
I'm
gonna.
gonna put my shield out. I'm kidding.
And that's a 6. Not even gonna come close. Crossbow bolt goes whizzing past you. You're gonna get caught by one.
Do I see where it came
You
from?
see
this
these
time?
ones? They're up in the top windows.
We've got to get you something to stop crossbows. They're
You
your
take
weakness.
3 points of piercing damage. Literally the worst they could hit you for.
I'm just gonna look.
It just kind of raises past you. It kind of rips your clothes a little bit.
Scratches the scale.
Just like a little bit of fire.
Alright. That guy, so the guy that you punched is kind of moaning and trying to like crawl away from you. He's not making much noise because his jaw's not doing so well. Nadia, what are you doing?
Running at that pathetic excuse of an archer. And just gonna... Wait, he threw a dagger.
That's why he's such a bad archer.
He spun around and threw a dagger at you.
Yeah.
He was sterling.
Practice. Keep practicing. And I'm going to try to punch him out the door.
You just like run forward and try to knock him straight. Just like full on kick to the chest.
Yeah, just get out that door towards my
Okay.
friends.
So,
Oh no, she definitely.
are you trying to make a push attack or do you want to use your flurry of blows?
Ooh, yeah, let's do that.
You want to use your flurry of blows?
I will. I have not used any keyboards.
Okay, so make 3 attacks.
Okay. 15,
Hits.
19,
Hits.
ha,
Wow.
17.
Hits.
Ha!
So roll damage on all 3.
I need to get more of these.
You do.
Do I add?
Like I
My
think
modifier
4.
to each
You
one?
add your dex to each one.
Okay, first one's 6, 9, and 7.
Okay. So you come charging forward, fake high on him, drop your elbow into his stomach. He doubles over. You bring the other fist back up, catching him in the nose. There's a spray of blood. And you hear a crack. As he starts to fall backwards, you rear back and just kick his chest, and just blast him off the porch. As you kick him, you hear another sickening crack. You can hear all the breath leave him. He lands off the porch and never moves again.
Do I still have movement?
You have a little bit of movement, yeah.
Is there the staircase nearby?
Yeah, the staircase is behind you.
I'd like to start moving up the stairs.
Okay, so you get to the bottom of the stairs and start to progress up.
Yep.
Gedrick.
So do I know which one hit me?
You got a pretty good idea with the one on the left side.
He's taking 3.
Okay.
damage.
Okay. You hear like an extremely comedic Wilhelm scream, and he disappears out of sight through the window as these 3 darts of energy just blast in and knock him out of sight.
I'm just gonna like, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna go to the next window.
The guy,
Are we
like,
just gonna
where he's
shoot
standing in the
him?
window, ducks down a little bit less and aims at you. So you can just see the top of his head and the crossbow now. That guy was turned into a horrible mess. At this point, you do notice in the lower window on the right, there's another person standing there looking at you. That's going to be 13. Another projectile comes out. You don't even see it. It just clatters off your armor.
I'm at the porch, right?
You're a little bit away from the porch. You just downed the guy in front of you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you're about 10 feet away from the porch.
Yeah, okay.
As in an eyebrow.
I'm gonna get that guy. I'm going in the room and I'm gonna turn to the right and I'm gonna just hammer him with the axe.
Okay.
You hammer with a hammer.
Oh no.
So you go.
Breaking all the rules.
You go running in. You burst into the room. Sure, I'll say you didn't. Make your attack.
I like this one.
He's raging.
Alright, I'm gonna action surge. Nice. 21.
So the first one?
The first one was like 6.
6, yeah. So you just swipe wildly, steps back from you.
But I bring it back.
Bring the other
But
one
that was
around,
just
gets
a
a hit, roll your damage.
Oh, 3 damage. Soft.
3 damage. You swing it around, you just kind of like rake at him. He's kind of visibly taken aback by just like the ferocity of this giant dragon lion man.
I'm gonna let
Just
it roar.
swinging this big battle axe around.
I'm gonna roar in
You
second
let out a
round.
roar.
Second wind.
Ivan, what are you doing?
Gonna dance around with this guy with the knives for a little bit. Gonna try and remember some of what I've seen Nadia do. I'll duck in low with the shoulder. I'm gonna try and bring the metal cap of the elbow straight up.
Yeah,
into-
do what
under his-
do the move I did to Gedrick.
Straight up under his jaw.
Okay, so make an unarmed strike.
15.
15 hits.
Alright, so that's the unarmed strike, so 4 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you come up underneath, you crack him really good. You don't think you quite did the same effect as the previous one. His head snaps back though. He kind of staggers back, he wobbles to the side. He's having a hard time keeping himself upright.
You should give up.
He doesn't seem very, like, cognizant of anything going on.
Never give up. Never surrender.
He looks like he's trying to drunken box you at this moment.
He's drooling a lot.
You give up, I'm winning.
You might have me outnumbered.
He's gonna try to make an attack.
Alright, I'm just gonna bring the shield up when he takes a swing at me.
Yeah, he doesn't even come close to it. He's just like swinging around. He's staggering. He's still trying to catch himself. He's
Kinda feel
not doing
bad
very
for
well. The guy in the window that was looking at you. That's gonna be 20. No. Okay. So you're gonna take
For lying to the DM, you take double damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
5 piercing damage. As you now just see like the top of his head and the crossbow poking out. The crossbow kind of disappears as he starts to reload. He ducks down farther. He disappears outside.
Okay, I deserve this one.
Nadia.
I know he's there though.
Oh, my turn already. I'm heading up those stairs.
Okay. So you go heading up the stairs. You get to the top. It ends at another window at the end of the hallway and turns back. And then you can see doorways along the side.
Start kicking doors in.
Yeah, what's the nearest door?
So you run
Wait,
over.
can I hear noise from any specific room?
There's lots of fighting and noise going on.
Alright, just banging through rooms then.
Okay. So you go and crash into the first couple. They're empty. You bang the third one open and look in, and you can see the horrible mess of somebody who was struck by some kind of awful force. He's got a crossbow nearby.
Alright, don't need this room. Wait, is he down? Like he's like not moving.
In your expert medical opinion,
Yes.
he's not moving.
Alright, next door.
You're out of movie. You've gone down the hallway.
But that is my objective, is to go to the next
Okay.
door next turn.
So
Clearly
you're
impossible.
spinning around to kick that door open. The next time,
I hope there's a guy at the end of the hallway that's like, not this door, not this door.
Gedrick.
I'm just trying to check. Do I have to be able to have light outside of them for magic missile, or?
Yes, you have to be able to see them. You can't just shoot people around corners with it.
I just knew because I know he's there. Okay. Who's still up?
There's a couple people, like, there's two people crawling around on the ground. One of them is like punching in circles near Ivan, kind of looking stupid.
The one that I knocked down. He's still crawling away, or?
Yeah, he's kind of he's not making it too far.
Not moving too far. Okay. And then.
There's another one that has like a broken jaw that's trying to climb away. Another one is the one that's kind of like staggering around near him, punching
Alright,
the
this
air.
is
Can I see
starting to
the
sound
one
like a
that's through the
massacre.
window?
The one through the window, you just see Azencroft kind of like struggling in the front room. You can't really get a sight on him.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna run in the house. I'm trying to follow Azencroft the way he went.
Okay, so you go running in. You make it just inside the front door. You backed up a little bit from the combat.
Yeah.
So you make it up onto the porch and just into the front door.
I take a look. Can I see?
You're kind of in the front hall. There's a door to the side. A little farther down, there's a door to the left. There's stairs going up. You can't really see much into the house.
Cool. I'm gonna dash.
Okay, so you dash in.
I'm gonna head up the stairs
So you head up the
and start
stairs.
heading for that window that I know he's hiding at.
Okay, so you dash up the stairs, come around the side. You see Nadia kick in one of the doors on the other side. You come down to the end of the hall, and you're right outside the door. Nadia's right with you there. She's turning around, and you can see that she's just going to knock the door right open.
This was mine. It's personal. You see a crossbow bolt. It's personal.
They haven't really gotten you solid, but you can see his clothes are all kind of like tattered up on the one side, and there are a couple bolts of nicked by. You can see blood kind of seeping into the clothing. Okay.
I kind of wish I just said level 2 spell. Dragon form.
So the guy fighting you in the front is going to disengage and jump out the window.
Oh, he's getting it.
Okay.
I get a free attack, right?
No, he disengaged you.
You're right, you're right.
Jumps out the window, rolls to his feet, and he's going to take a shot at you.
Oh.
Just a gauge action unless it gets out of bonus action. Right?
That fails miserably.
It was looking cool.
Yeah, that's a 12. So he comes up, looks at you. There's a slight puff of smoke. Something goes zinging by your head. And then he starts booking it.
Oh.
This is a job for Billy Mazencroft.
Both
Azencroft and Ivan.
Do I think it would be faster to go through the window or to go around?
You can jump through the window. You're going to have to potentially dodge some rough terrain for the first little bit. You can try to acrobatics it.
I'm gonna run through the door and after
Sorry.
him. Through the door?
You're going to run out through the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You go charging after him. You won't be able to catch him with just your movement.
Oh no, I'm dashing.
You dash for him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go dashing after him. He's kind of running away from you, like looking back at you.
That's
you can,
alright. He can
You
go
can see him
forever.
trying to fiddle with it. This contraption he has in hand. Yeah, I think you've seen one before at the shop. So you're pretty familiar with what he has.
I'm putting the axe away while I run and I'm just pulling out the trident like a lance and just running at him.
Just running at him?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll resolve that next turn.
When he took those clumsy swings at me, I want to goaded him into overswing a little too far, try and sidestep, and while the shield's still extended, just bring it sideways into his head.
Okay, make a unarmed attack with advantage.
Huh, that's actually only a 12.
12. Yeah, his drunken master style just defeats you on this one. He stumbles backwards and the wind just goes by. You can see his hair ripple from the wind of your shield. And then the shield kind of like snaps back into place. Anything else for your turn?
That's my action.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna try to hit you again as he stumbles back forward. It's gonna be a 10. just whip
He's
it into
hanging
the
on
air.
though. He's hanging on.
You can see at this point there's like blood coming down his ear.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Nadia and Gedrick, you're up.
I will.
I'm gonna do a little smashy.
Ooh, we're gonna do it together.
Let's do this together.
All right.
I'm gonna prepare a magic missile in the moment she kicks that door down.
Okay.
Yeah, book it.
So you kick the door down, and a crossbow bolt goes whizzing past your head. Past yourself.
No, that would have sucked if it hit you.
Yeah, if he caught you first, because he was holding his action ready for you.
Hello.
If he caught you, you would have had to make a concentration check.
Yeah, he's done. I'm good. 13.
13? Yeah, so this crossbow bolt goes whizzing over your head as you release it. You just kind of feel it like ruffle by your head. The darts of energy go spiraling out from you, slam into this guy.
I want to go out the window.
The first one catches him in the leg and staggers him sideways as the other ones curl up to compensate for it. They both catch him in the chest, push him out the window, and he just kind of hangs there at the broken window.
You dead?
You want to go
Battery's in
check?
serious distress. You can only really see his legs at this point, and they're kind of caught in glass.
I'll head up to the window.
Okay.
Do I see anything out there?
This guy's pretty dead. You look out, you can see Ivan boxing somebody.
Still.
And Azencroft is just like head down with a trident out, just like running at some guy who's running away from him.
As a man needs some help downstairs.
You think so?
There's a window where this guy is, where Gedrick's standing, or a window. I think.
Was this the last room though?
What's that?
Was this the last room?
At this end, you can go back through along towards the stairs and open a couple more.
He says that.
Someone's getting away.
There's also a window at the end of the hallway that you kicked the door open.
But I can see Asin through this window, right?
Gedrick's standing in front of it.
Alright. Alright, move it!
I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Take my bonus action to try to like break it.
channel my inner Ray loose and just jump out that window.
Okay, so you you jump out the window.
Do a flip!
Make a
Actually,
dex save.
Woo!
actually click and spell. I mean, hold person midair.
Don't be a dick. Natural 20.
She just float.
It's alright. It's alright. You got slow falls.
You
Not yet,
Not yet.
Not yet.
You hold person. She just floats in air. Yeah. So 20 dex save. She leaps out past you. Does like a swan dive out the window. As she comes down, she clears the porch. Comes down and just goes into a combat roll. Comes up running. You get about 3/4 of the way to where these guys are as you go dashing off. Actually, you have a dash. I'll say you'll be able to catch up to Aspen.
Alright, and we're both just like
She just came from the top of the building and caught you.
Badass.
Well played.
Does that stretch?
Yeah, if you braved the window and tried to do the same thing, you could have caught him. Yeah, so she catches up to you as you guys try to corner this guy.
Oh, we're not quartering. We're running him
That's
down.
you guys. As you come up on him, that's a 16 on Nutty.
Nope.
Nope. So a projectile goes flying past you.
Damn it!
Yeah. Come on!
Maybe pretty far.
And he's gonna dash away from you guys.
Yeah, he's desperate.
How far is he from me at this point?
At this point, he would be
dexterous, dude?
Like 120 feet.
Okay. Damn, that sucks.
You already took your action though.
I know, but he's taking his action.
So, Asm,
Sprinting at him.
you just keep sprinting after him with the trident.
I'm not gonna be able to get to him with one move, so I guess I have to use my action to dash.
So you use your action to dash. You try to skewer him. I'll say make a. Let's call it an athletics. We'll see if you can drive it in.
Net 20.
Yeah!
Roll damage.
For like the whole trident.
Roll it one-handed.
Yeah, getting like proper leverage with it.
8. So 10.
Max.
He tries to duck out of the way as you go just like charging past him. You clip the side of him, you can hear it tear through. The end of your trident is bloodied. There's a little bit of like gore kind of hanging off the one side of the trident as he tries to get out of the way. You can hear him like grunting as the wind blasts out of him. He didn't appreciate that.
I'm basically an RPTR.
Ivan.
Gonna keep boxing with this guy. This time I'll feint high with the right and come in low for a body blow with the left.
Okay.
Try and drive the wind out of him. 22 to hit?
Yeah, that hits him.
Alright, so 4 more damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you fake up and he's kind of like stumbling around and reacts to it, just like over the top reaction to the punch that was coming. You reverse around and just slam it to the side. You hear a couple ribs break. All the wind goes out of him and he just slumps into a horrible pile.
Just don't get back up.
Now, what have you learned about bringing a knife to a fist fight?
Not as much as the guy who brought the knife to the dragon fight.
3 guys who brought a knife to the dragon fight.
They all lost.
They didn't learn anything.
That's you, so Nadia and Jedrick.
Alright, is this guy still running?
Oh yeah.
Not anymore.
You can use
bolts.
T to get a bonus
Yeah.
action dash.
Yeah, that's what I was
120
thinking.
foot range.
Just a question. If I had used Step of the Wind as I jumped out of the window, would that have given me extra distance or
11
anything?
damage.
Because that's what it says, but does it only mean like
Yeah,
vertical
you
or
get your dash
horizontal?
for your step of the wind.
And it also gives her double jump distance.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty miraculous she didn't hurt herself.
Yeah.
11.
11? Right.
It's kind of like me asking for a crit on that 20. Wasn't supposed to happen in the first place.
Yeah, so you release the bolts of energy just before they detonate. They actually detonate just before they hit him, but they still knock him forwards. He staggers for a bit, clutching his side, and he stumbles away. Not even.
That's my guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only guy left.
How do you know?
It's the only guy,
The only guy you
you
left.
see.
Yeah, that we've seen. Alright, I'm tackling this guy.
It's gonna
Okay, make a opposed athletics.
Also, I think it's Asimov.
Ugh. You suck.
It's not my thing. 11?
Yeah, you just spear him to the ground.
Oh.
It's not my thing.
Not his thing either.
Yeah, you just he staggers as these missiles detonate near him. As he staggers forward, you just come flying from the side and just full spear him down to the ground. You just got like a bear hug on him around the waist.
Stay down, stay down.
He's gonna go. He's gonna bring his weapon around.
I'm trying to hold him.
That's gonna be a 21.
Yeah.
Kick him with your teeth.
I realized I didn't even calculate full damage on you last time either. Anyways, 10 points of piercing damage. As he brings it up to the side of you, and you hear this kind of muffled impact, and you just feel this burning pain in your side.
What a dick.
Azencross.
So he's on the ground.
She tackled him. as they kind of fell and they slid to a stop, he brought his weapon around and shot her inside. But she's got him tackled. She's laying on top of him.
I'm gonna grab the axe back.
It's
I'm just gonna try to execute
Not a
him.
bullet.
Okay.
Nothing left to pull out.
Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Is her?
She's laying on top of him. But go for it. Be very precise.
12.
12. You swing. You're trying to be extremely careful as they struggle. He moves slightly to the side and you catch the dirt.
Oh, thank God.
Ivan.
Is all clear up there, Gedrick?
Maybe. I'm really checking in the rooms.
You boys be good out here. Start at inside.
They're not moving very far.
Oh, that guy with the jaw.
There's two of them. There's one that got really hurt early on. And he's got to climb away, and then there's the guy with the jaw. Yeah.
I'll head inside and start heading up to get
So you head inside, Nadia and Gedrick.
I'm gonna start checking rooms.
So you go over, start kicking the rooms. You don't really find anything immediate.
Do I get
Alright,
the rest
how
of
is
the rooms
this?
up there?
The other ones were all kicked open.
That's what I mean, but like the rest of the rooms that weren't kicked open, I can get through them.
Yep.
And then I'll start as much as I can heading down and meet him on the stairs.
Okay, so you head down, he's coming up the stairs.
Don't worry about it, it's all clear.
Nadia.
How is our position right now? Like, where is his weapon to me?
He's got it pushed into your ribs.
Oh, he actually still has it?
Yeah.
You tackled him, he's still holding
This
it.
guy's gotta go down. Alright.
He's not doing well. You can actually feel where he's like bleeding into
He's like
your whole
head
body.
onto unconsciousness.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd
You
like
can
to-
attempt to do non-lethal damage.
You can knock him out.
And anytime you're fighting anyone, you can do non-lethal damage.
Can I with my spells?
No.
How would I
Maybe
word
one
that?
attack.
Am I gonna like
You just say
choke him out?
you can try to choke him out, or you can do like unarmed strikes where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna punch him, but I'm gonna go like non-lethal. I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Would headbutts just knock someone out?
Same thing. That's an unarmed strike.
Alright, I'd like to do that.
One headbutt him into unconsciousness.
Yes.
Flurry of blows headbutt someone to unconsciousness.
Yeah, if you want to. If you're upset about taking 10 years.
Yeah, if he's still staring at me,
You
like...
just he's still struggling with you. He's trying to get his weapon loaded again.
Alright, he's getting it.
So you just from where you are, you sit up, grab him, and just start headbutting. So you get your flurry of blows, 3 attacks, advantage. You got him prone.
Advantage?
Yeah, you're on top of him.
17. Oh. 23. And 20, not natural.
Yeah, they all hit.
Say so, Jesus.
Alright, 7,
Ash.
7,
Ash.
and 6.
Okay.
The last one lost a little
He
bit.
dies. He dies anyway.
So this would be the point where I say killing blow, finish him. But you went for non-lethal damage, so we'll go for you.
Also,
yeah.
she described it pretty well. What she was doing.
He gets the shot off. You just like release it in a fit of rage, grab him, and just start driving your head into his forehead. Yeah, it cracks open. It's bleeding all down his face. He's not looking too good. He's still
He looks
breathing, but
concave.
he's looking like he's not gonna make it.
Alright. Oh, medic! Let me try to save him.
You try to catch up as you shoot Nadia, and she just jumps up and just starts beating him to
I
death with her
swung at
hand.
him. I swung at him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
swung
missed.
at him and missed, and then she just gets up and just starts wailing on him. He doesn't look like he's in too good a shape.
I'm gonna grab him by the neck then afterwards.
She's still on top of him.
And I'm just gonna reach in.
Okay.
I don't have to fight her too much.
So you grab him by the neck.
I look at his face. I want to see.
He's you're like on top of him. He has to reach past you. You grab the neck. You go, wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be watching to make sure he doesn't like do pressure.
Does he look like the guy in the bounty?
Make an intelligence.
Wipe some of the blood off his face.
Unconcave his forehead.
Intelligence.
Oh, the dumb money.
14.
14. You're pretty sure this is him.
This one stays alive.
Yep, he looks pretty alive.
Also, I'm gonna reach for his weapon.
Okay.
That's in my side still.
Well, he's kind of limp at this point.
Relieve you of
It's just kind of like sitting on top of his hand. He's like.
Let's head downstairs. Start
Clear
tying up.
downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna start tying up some of the guys that are trying to crawl away.
Okay. There's not really any resistance. There's the two of them there. They're hurt really badly.
3.
They know what I can do.
What's that?
3, right? The one he did, the broken jaw, the broken ribs.
Oh no, broken rib! You killed it.
Oh, okay.
So there's only two. There's only two alive.
You would have had to try to do non-lethal on that guy.
That's
There's only two alive then.
There's 2 alive,
Oh, right.
and the guy that they have.
And I'll tie their like arms and like kind of like put them down like at the front of the porch.
Yeah, they have no way to resist you.
Was that lost? When the one's walking away, did they say anything or no?
They can't talk.
No.
That
One
guy's
of them,
jaw.
one of them literally cannot talk.
Yeah,
The
but
other
the
guy is just so out of it. He's not talking.
Do you have bandages?
No.
Do you have your kit on you?
No.
No.
I'm pretty sure for a forehead wound, you want to apply as much pressure to the throat as possible.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You might want to go get them.
Yeah, start searching the lower rooms.
Okay.
Making sure there's nobody in there.
Just looking for people.
Mostly.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm gonna start heading over once I'm done with what I'm doing.
3.
I assume you guys are gonna come over.
Don't see anybody.
Alright. How's this clear?
Alright, that's
What's
good.
the donkey doing? That's the real question in this.
He's grazing.
He's tied to the cart, standing on the gravel, just kind of like pawing at it a little bit. Trying to nose around, looking for something to eat.
I'm gonna get off this guy, and I guess attempt to try to carry him over to the wagon.
Okay.
Is
So-
he big? How big is this guy?
He's a fair size bigger than you. He's kind of hard for you to manhandle around.
I'll help with my one free hand.
Okay, you're holding onto the weapon with the other one?
Yeah.
It's not terribly big, it's probably about this long, kind of bulky, a little heavy, awkward. Cool.
I'm gonna head over to the car with them.
Okay. You guys start carrying him off to the cart?
How's this guy look?
Rough.
Dying.
Like the one that they've brought over?
They're carrying him to the cart.
Does he look like he's gonna die?
Yes.
Possibly, he's bleeding pretty badly out of his head. He's bleeding from the side where you gored him.
Well, I'm gonna try to like.
You smashed him with some magic missiles. You can see like black scoring across the front
Grab the
where it's
kit.
burned through his armor.
I'm gonna try to like start like stopping the bleeding.
You gonna try to stop his bleeding?
Yeah.
With what?
What?
Where's the kit?
It's
in the cart.
wagon. That's why we're
no,
trying
no,
to
I
get
thought we're at the wagon at this point.
grab the wagon.
Yeah, they're carrying him.
I'll get the kit ready and stuff and start attempting to stabilize him somewhere.
Okay, make a medicine check.
Wrap that head.
Here we go.
Wrap it good.
+2.
I hope he doesn't wake up and he's like, I don't know who I am.
4.
4. You start wrapping the bandage around his head. You think you do a pretty good job of it?
I just want to stop the bleedings.
Yeah. You guys done?
Is that all we doing here, guys? Start coming towards the wagon. Don't want to check out the rest of the farmstead.
Yeah, so just make sure this guy doesn't die first.
The other two too.
Probably.
Well, he's kind of still bleeding a lot. The bandage up the rest of him.
He's got cut in his side.
I mean, the head's a pretty superficial wound there.
Yeah, I'll try to double check.
I'll
that.
just hand him the guns.
I'll do it. I've done side wounds before.
I'm gonna hand him the gauze.
Just be an extra set of hands for me. I'll show you how it's done. Just give me some help.
Alright.
Okay. Make a medicine check with advantage.
Ooh, you see that? I'm an advantage.
Not much apparently.
Oh. Yep.
9.
There we go.
Yeah, she's kind of getting in the way, trying to like move the bandage as you're doing it.
I can't do anything right.
You think you get the bandage around him. You think you've done a decent job at covering it, but you're not entirely happy with how it's sitting.
Well, we got some healing potions if he really starts getting gray around the gills.
It's not a bad idea. This is how we're getting paid, so.
So, looking real rough still.
He's certainly not doing well.
Put him in manacles, feed him a potion. Or just bring him back.
Got a potion, just feed it to him.
I'll do it then.
I'll stick my hand on his chest to see if it still pushes out at all.
You two are still working on him?
No.
Make perception checks.
Me too?
Are you right there working on him?
I was helping him bandage his
Make a
side.
perception check.
12.
10.
14.
Okay. You guys think he's slipping. He's not doing so well. You're pretty sure he's conscious.
Oh. I think he's doing alright. Yeah. He's pulling it. He's keeping it together.
Well, he's not quite at corpse yet.
I'm just sitting at the dog like,
He's still bleeding quite a bit.
good Chloronomus.
Here, put him in
Feed him
chains.
some carrots.
Yeah.
Put him in chains, I'll get the potion in.
I have this dried octopus.
What?
I have this dried octopus in the meeting.
Give him dried octopus?
Do you not hear what I call them?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'll put him in chains.
I'll feed him a potion.
Yeah.
It's very
roll the
opposite.
potion.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
Can you mark? 6.
Okay. You kind of just open his mouth, pour it down in. He takes a really deep breath. His eyes kind of flutter. He closes his eyes again.
Well, only rest can help him now.
That should keep him from going down from the worst of it, at least. What about the rest of them?
Anyone else injured?
Yeah. You.
No, I am.
Yeah, you're bleeding pretty good from the side.
Ivan.
Do I know what happened to her?
Hard for you to say. You were pretty far away from what happened.
What happened?
Took an axe to the side.
Doesn't look terribly like an axe wound.
Do I recognize this kind of wound?
Make a perception check.
I'll just
16.
sit here, bleed out.
You can't really see the wound. It's not like her clothes have been completely like slashed open or anything. You just see blood seeping up through her clothing.
What do you need?
With my expertise, you know, bandages and, yep.
Alright.
Okay, so you're gonna try to bandage yourself?
Well, no one's offering, so
Just-
yep.
just
With
over
my
it?
expertise,
I'll help.
Just over the top of your clothing?
oh, it's not armor, so yes.
Okay.
Gotta go off for help.
Make a
I've already started doing it.
Make a medicine
You had
check.
time.
This will be the one she passes.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
You get it. You get
Where's
it.
the gun?
You get it. You get it. I haven't dropped his carrying it out. You get it. You get it nice and tight, set right on that spot. It hurts as you set it, but the bleeding slows down, comes to a stop. You watching this, you're like, yeah, it looks pretty good.
You gotta be.
Ah, I get it. Now that I can feel the pain.
It's like, well, it doesn't. It's supposed to tighten it until it hurts, right? It doesn't hurt yet. Oh, now it's hurting my arms a little bit. It hurts like.
You have to be fucking kidding me. Doesn't swear often. Yes.
Sometimes you just need a little practice. She's been reading, after all. You do a lot of reading.
I'm gonna go look for a cart.
I'm gonna walk away.
There's a cart sitting like up against the
Yeah, those guys were
I'm gonna
Is it
start.
empty?
I'm gonna start.
You go over to it. There's a body inside.
Cool. I'll load the other bodies in there.
I'm gonna start heading around with like.
Alive and dead.
This body looks like it's been tortured.
Yeah, I'll toss them on.
Okay.
I'm gonna head.
And you throw the 2 alive guys in there as well?
On top. Not on bottom.
That's so awful.
Yeah, this cart won't take it. This is just like a cart. It's not even like the wagon you have.
Alright,
You can get like 3 bodies in there, and after that it's not.
How many bodies do we got?
So I'll throw tortured Gee in
You
there.
had all told, including the live ones, I believe you have 9.
Okay.
Woo!
So I'll throw the tortured one and the 2 live ones in there together.
Okay.
And I'll drag them over.
Is that
to the other
including
cart.
what we assume is Lars?
Yes.
No. Oh, the 9, yeah.
Yeah, the 9 includes him.
Okay, cool.
There's also a barn. If
Isaiah,
you
I'm
want to
heading to
look
the
for
barn.
anything.
Yeah, I was gonna go back.
Want me to keep an eye on all this?
I'm gonna go to the barn.
Don't worry, I've scouted it all out. It's
Throw up
all
one of those
good.
firebolts if something goes wrong.
Of course.
Okay, you just letting him wander off.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually search Lars though to see if he has any other stuff on him.
Okay. Make an investigation check. You go over to the barn. Large doors, they're closed.
Damn! That's both
You
of us
know?
getting
Yeah,
some
listen.
money.
Make a
They're
perception
killing
check.
6.
6. You think you hear something.
Not 20.
Not 20. You find the meaning of life.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you find 42 gold. You also find
What?
a large number of round, like ball bearing type items, and a couple,
Couple rings.
3 small metal cylinders.
I'm going to head back.
Okay. You just go walking back.
That eventful?
I think there's some people in the barn.
Hmm.
Can't be sure. I heard something and didn't think it was wise to go in by myself.
Yeah, keep animals in guards too, you know.
Mitch, as well, you find a signet ring on his finger.
Hell yeah.
But
That's what you wanted.
figured
I love
maybe-
rings.
Maybe some backup before I go in there.
Hmm. Yeah, that's probably a wise idea.
Let's head over.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Oh.
Also maybe Nadia.
Can I sit here and rest a bit?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be alright.
We'll be fine.
Take Azim.
Hasn't you alright there?
I'll watch these guys.
He's just like busy sifting through the
Dead.
guy's pockets.
Oh no, it's not even the dead guy. It's just the unconscious guy.
This dude had 40 gold on him.
Nice.
Add that to the pile.
It's impressive.
We're gonna go check out the barn. I thought I heard something in there.
Yeah, cool. We need a cart for the bodies anyways.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Alright.
We'll head to the barn.
Okay. You guys head back over the doors.
Yeah. Ready? Are they pushable?
Okay. So you grab on the pole. They're heavy. They're a little old. They stick a little bit. You just heave on them, pull them open. The light spills into it. You can see this was a livestock barn. You can see the stalls along the sides. Both of you make perception checks.
3.
What's up?
They went to get Azim, right?
Yeah, we did.
Did you go over with them?
I like killing people. I said I wanted to find cards. 22.
19.
Okay, so you were kind of like looking around, looking up into the hayloft, and then you two both look over towards the stalls. You can see figures hanging in several of the stalls.
Oh no.
Some of them are strung up by their arms. A couple of them you see strung up by their ankles.
Hey!
You were 22.
Yeah.
You see one. the second farthest stall on the right, you're pretty sure it moves.
Yeah, I yell, hey, see if any of them do anything.
Yeah, we say I'm going to check to see if anyone's.
I'll walk over the moving one.
So you go walking right down the barn.
Yeah.
I'd probably go head down, looking to see if anyone's alive. I don't know, but
Make a dex save.
My favorite kind of save. Ooh. 16.
Wow, would you roll
16.
5?
Okay. Just in time as your foot hits it, you lift your foot up really quick as a bear trap buried under the hay on the ground snaps closed.
Oh.
Nice. Do I see anything near me, like metal or like a broom or anything? In arm's reach?
Yeah, I'll say you'd be able to find a broom.
I'm a blind man it the rest of the way.
Okay. So you see, you're sweeping it, or you're just turning it around and blind man?
Blind man, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get almost all the way down, and you trigger one, and it snaps the end of the broom off.
I think I'll leave you to walk in that path as him.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start going forward with my mage hand, just like as I go.
I'm already working on one leg. I don't really need to.
So you move
work on
along.
two.
You got the mage hand kind of patting along as you go. Doesn't come across anything.
Okay.
You get down to the end. You see an older gentleman, kind of scraggly, rough, gray beard, very thin. You can see all of his ribs in that, kind of down to a loincloth, hanging by his wrists. You can just see ever so slightly the chest moving as he's breathing.
How high is he?
His feet are about a foot off the ground. So given the stride, it'd probably be about 8 feet up to get above his wrists. You're pretty tall. You could probably reach it if you stretch up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I stretch, I'm gonna walk towards him. I'm gonna like push my weight into him, so he kind of like rests on me a little bit. Then I'll try to hold him with his hand and cut with the other one and try to stretch. So he doesn't
Make
fall. Heroism check.
We'll call it sleight of hand.
I love sleight of hand. 13.
13. Yeah, it takes you a little bit, but you manage to kind of awkwardly saw back and forth with the battle axe and cut through the rope. The guy just kind of slumps over your shoulder. He starts to slip off, but you manage to grab him. As he slumps forward, you can kind of hear this very soft, pathetic.
This one's not dead.
Oh no.
Well, I'm glad you're not cutting down people that aren't. Seems a bit gruesome.
Well, they're coming too.
We can't bring
How are we
everybody.
bringing so many people at them?
We can send news that these people are here. We can have their families notified.
You're assuming that they were killed. They could be bandits too.
One way or the other. We'll send the guard here.
We'll figure it out. For now, we're gonna take care of this guy. Make sure there's no one else alive.
Even if they are bandits, they don't deserve to be desecrated and
They
the
have
cross.
been desecrated. They deserve a burial.
anymore.
I agree.
So let's leave them then.
Oh, I thought you meant bringing them with us, not burying them.
That's what I do.
We can bury them in town.
Marching them across the city.
We'll send the guard here. We can't bring this many people home.
We can barely bring what we have now.
Then
Obviously, we have to bring him.
I think we can barely bring the live back.
Alright. We'll do what we can do, but there's still more places around here. You guys need to look for anything else, any proof that they'd have of them being bandits or anything that they've stolen, and any of the like anyone that's still alive. I'll bring this guy back. You guys keep searching, please.
Get him more. Some food and water.
You like candy? No, I keep walking off. That's his trigger word. He just loses his mind.
Erupts into a demon, tears you in half.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We're
I'm
gonna
going
keep
back to
checking
the
out
car.
all the buildings.
Walking out. You guys are checking out anything else in the barn, or?
Please.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the barn. Patting the way everywhere I go.
Can you imagine if it got your other leg?
Yeah, so make perception check.
14?
18.
18. You're pretty sure you hear something from up in the loft.
So like a ladder?
You search around a little bit. You find there's a rope hanging down. The ladder has been pulled up.
You're lighter than I am.
My leg sucks though.
Use your arms.
You gonna climb up?
I'm gonna pat the entire area
Around
around this rope before I go off.
Okay. You'll find anything.
Okay, I'm going up.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Oh, it's gonna suck.
The rope turns into a bear trap.
Athletics is straight 19.
Okay. Yeah, you start climbing up the rope. It takes you a second because it's a little far away from the thing, but you manage to swing yourself over, get a hold of the loft platform, pull yourself in. There's hay kind of piled up all over. You think you hear a whimper.
Okay, do I see the ladder?
The ladder's pulled up off to the side. You take it, slide it down. It's a little heavy, a little awkward, but you manage to just like kind of brace it. And slide it.
Walk my step, get towards the ladder. Climb up it.
So you
I'll start
climb up.
heading towards the whimpering.
Okay, so
Ready for anything.
okay, pushing past the kind of piles of hay up here, you see in the corner, dressed in very threadbare, just like a single piece smock, is a small child chained up in the corner.
Are you up here yet? At this point?
Probably.
Yeah, he's up there.
Oh no. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to help. We're here to get rid of the bandits and help anyone.
They're just kind of huddled up in the corner. You hear the clink of chains as they kind of shiver.
They?
What?
Do you say they?
As in a gender neutral day.
Oh. I thought there was more than one kid.
What's
I was
going on?
like, what is this?
It's a child chained up over here.
Let me get my tools so I can work on it.
My name is Gedrick. What is yours?
Make a persuasion attempt with disadvantage.
What is your name?
18?
That might be what we have to go with. With disadvantage?
They turn around. They turn around to face you. Very small, pale face, scraggly blonde hair, very dirty, kind of messy out there. It's still kind of difficult to tell whether it's a boy or a girl at this point.
I'm not going to zoom it in.
They kind of
Sorry, continue.
setting the scene. they turn around, kind of look at you, and you can see them hold up their hands.
Of course, my friend here, Ivan, is good with mechanical things and such, and he's going to try to remove these.
Okay. I just gotta go get some things that are kind of heavy doing it.
Sure.
Climb back down the ladder.
You don't happen to know where the key is or who holds it? Fair enough.
I'll carefully make my way through the barn, try and follow the tracks we took to get here. Go grab my tools and come back.
I'll offer my water skin.
Kind of like looks at it, looks at you, and shuffles around, reaches down. You can hear them kind of scratching, scrabbling for something. And they come up and they have this really threadbare and damaged bear, kind of like hugging themselves.
Oh. What's his name? I'll look at it.
And it's pretty damaged
Doesn't like
teddy bear.
Fair enough. Well, he seems like a nice friend. Do I see a key anywhere?
Make an investigation check.
Like they're trying to connect with you, and you're just like,
I know.
okay,
I want this kid
that's
out of the
dirty.
like. No, Gedrick wants them out of these chains immediately. 5.
Face
Five?
the child.
Don't see anything.
I'll just like go over and like just kind of like sit like cross-legged in front of them.
Okay. You sit there. You kind of like at the bear. Well, they're kind of waiting. At one point, they kind of like walk the bear along with the hay.
Watch this.
And they watch
I'm
it.
gonna make the mage hand and have it like kind of like walk along too.
As it walks along, kind of like you see a little bit of a light in the eyes, and kind of walks the bear along with it. Tries to put it on top of the hand, which kind of passes through.
I'll have it like put the bear on it. I'll fly the bear around like the bear's flying.
Just kind of like sits back and watches it. You come back, creaking up the ladder.
It's the bear flying around.
Just kind of watching the bear fly around.
Keep it up. This might take a little while. Little creaking, little filing. Maybe we'll see what gets done.
Alright, he's going to need your hands for a second to get these off.
Kind of watching it. Looks at you. For the first time, seems to notice that you're back.
Gonna try to get those off, so
Oh my God, Ivan with a child.
so you can not be here.
It's okay. I'll bring the bear back to him. Or her, sorry. I'm assuming it's gender.
Reaches out, grabs the bear, holds it to themselves. You can see these aren't like separate manacle locks like he has. It's one like bar kind of connected, and there's actually like a padlock on the side. It's just kind of hanging off the one side.
Just gonna need to get to the bit there, probably.
Not really listening. Oh yeah, knock beside a child. That is really calming. It can be heard for like 5
Just
seconds.
loses its mind.
So I'll start getting to work as best as I can. Try not to like wrench his arms around or anything.
Yeah, kind of pull away from you a little bit. You have a grasp of the
I will
mind, they can't
be
really
just like trying to distract the kid with presentation, just creating like just like sparks and like send like what is it here?
They stop trying to pull away from you and they just sit and watch.
Puffs of wind and music.
The little
notes
light
and
show
all
going
these
on.
things I have.
All these things I have.
This whole person so doesn't move. That's really what's been.
That's
No.
so awful.
We all know his wisdom's low.
Yeah, you're looking at me.
Well, he doesn't really have a choice.
You
Human
distract.
child, or
What's that?
the human child or
Make a perception check.
Is it even?
okay, 23.
23. You're not entirely certain. You catch sight of a few features that makes you think this is actually a half-breed child. There's a few things in the hair and that you think are actually feathers and not hair.
Do I know what half-breeds generally speak? Do they have their own
Common?
language?
You
Yeah.
racist bastard.
No, like if they have
I'm pretty sure it's squawk, squawk,
Yeah.
chirp,
Doesn't
growl.
Asin speak in growls?
No, I wasn't sure you mean like gnomes.
As far as you understand, you haven't had much exposure to them, but you're pretty sure they speak common.
Judging by Azencroft, I think they primarily communicate through smell.
He also speaks Draconic, so I'll just keep continuing with everything.
Yeah, you continue away. It's not a very complicated lock. After a little bit, you click, you break the mechanism inside, just wrench it off. Pull it off.
There we go. Is that better?
Piece of junk.
Pulls the teddy bear really close.
I'm Gedrick. What's your name?
I like how you did like the Tarzan thing. Gedrick.
He reaches over a little bit and pats you on the hand. And reaches over towards Adam. Pats you on the hand.
Alright, well, we're heading back to town. We can try to find your family. Sounds good. I'll put my hand up.
Reaches out.
Okay.
Pull them up. At this point, you can see where they've been sitting on their legs. they actually don't have feet, they have talons. It's kind of scaly as it goes up, and then it kind of like melds into just normal human flesh.
Don't bat an eye at it. I'll just.
I have stares a bit.
Doesn't seem nice.
You gonna be okay with the ladder with that, or you wanna birdie back someone?
I'd do it, but with the leg.
Nah, go on ahead.
Alright, I'll head down.
Gets up there, you hear a soft giggle, and then like starts kicking the legs. It's kind of hard for you to balance on the ladder coming down. A couple times you like lose your balance, but you
I'm
manage to
standing
get
there
down.
like, alright.
you're very stressed out at the bottom. Of the ladder, like-
I just. Oh!
Just hang on to Uncle Ivan now.
You get them down. Make your way carefully out of the barn.
If I step in a bear trap, no swearing around the child.
While they're doing this, I'm just gonna be comforting those two broken men. It's alright, you might be able to talk again. Just don't try right now. Just try to look me in the eyes. No, that's the sky, right here.
You can just see like actual knuckle imprints.
He's working on his social skills.
Best guess, you'd probably put them around like 9, 10.
You had a lot harder time with that ladder than I would have thought that.
They're not terribly big for their age.
Okay.
But that's probably where you put them.
Fair enough. Yeah. Once you know bird bones are hollow.
Seems kind of light.
Yeah, I'll let him down once we're out of him or her down once we're out of the barn.
Okay.
Come on, we got someone who'll probably scare the crap out of you actually, but maybe you'll like him.
I'll put my hand out again.
I think that's racist.
You put them down. You hold out your hand. You take it.
We'll start heading to the
Yeah.
back end room.
Walks along, kind of a little bit of a curious gait to their walk. You're not sure whether that's just the time spent in captivity or just how they were
Their
put
legs
together.
work.
But they follow you. They're kind of slow.
I'm pretty slow too.
Yeah.
Aww.
You guys make your way back. You guys watch as they come out and they have this smaller child with them.
So something happened.
Think this one's a bandit too, hasn't?
Do you guys look at the old man for a little bit? Make sure he is okay. I kind of toss him aside.
Oh,
You just
I got a new
throw
friend.
him?
No, I just kind of put him down on the cart and I walk away.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. Kind of wave to him.
Just like hides around Gedrick.
A little shy.
Alright.
Hasn't talked yet, actually.
I'll take off my helmet and I'll kind of look at him.
Can we figure out? Have we found out if it's a boy or girl yet? Even in the sunlight?
You're pretty confident that it's a boy.
Yeah.
Not entirely certain. The features are still pretty young.
Yeah.
But you think
He hasn't really said much yet.
kind of like peeks out around Gedrick at
I'll give him a little smile. Hungry?
you. You give him a smile. He kind of ducks away as your fangs come out.
Aww.
Hey, do we still have that candy?
Oh, he's getting candy.
Yeah.
You like candy?
Looking out around the corner.
I got something to show you. Come here.
I'll look down and just be like,
Always follow strange dragon men to wagons of candy. It never goes poorly.
As you turn around and your tail kind of swings around, starts chasing after your tail.
I'll walk over to the cart.
Yeah.
I'll pull my bag off.
That's only
Put it
the
there.
It's just a giant, like 50-pound sack of candy.
Yeah. Check this out, buddy. Go on.
Like looks in, looks at you. Start touching your mane.
I'll kind of touch his head.
As you do that, he makes like a very soft cooing noise.
Oh God, I hope you don't have to feed him like a bird.
Reaches in and takes some candy and pops it as well.
We're gonna be good friends, buddy.
Like starts petting behind your ear.
I'll pet him too.
Messed up.
Just sits there. You can hear him trying to like crunch the candy.
You cold?
You can kind of see like the outfit they have on, a very threadbare smock that they have. It's just very basic peasant clothing. Not the greatest piece of clothing. You can see it's kind of odd in the back though. It actually bulges out.
You okay for now?
Reaches in, grabs one candy.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Not too much before dinner.
Okay, it's a buzzkill.
Is it okay if I?
You gonna pick him up
Yeah, I
from behind or
in front of him.
in front of him? You turn around. There's a hesitation, but doesn't really resist you.
Right, I'm gonna grab him,
The
pop
trusted
him on the
candy.
cart, so he's like a little more eye level, and then I'll pop the candy beside him, so he's all wedged in there with it.
He's sitting there, just kind of like kicking his legs.
Wait, the cart or the wagon?
The wagon. The wagon.
You put him in the wagon with the guy that Nadia beat half to death.
Yeah, and I pushed the old man out of the way.
No.
I have a new friend.
He dies.
I'm gonna go check the old man, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
What's going on with him? Is he just malnourished or?
So as the guy kind of like rolls away, he pushes him out of the way. You go check on him. He's not doing very well. His breathing is extremely shallow and raspy.
I'm gonna try to like give him some. It's like water. Is he like conscious at all?
He's non-responsive. His eyes kind of flutter.
I don't think a healing potion will help this man.
A bit of water in him at least.
I'll try to I'll soak like a rag and just over his mouth.
You get a little bit of water in there. You can see his lips are all chapped from dehydration. He's very pale and ashen.
I'll grab a healing potion, toss it to you.
I'll try it.
And then I'll start giving the kid some water.
I'll slowly give him the.
Like as you try to give it to him, he kind of like takes it from you.
Yeah, I'll hand him the skin.
Puts his bear beside him.
I'll slowly feed the health potion to the old man.
Okay. Roll the heal.
That's a terrible potion. 5.
5. Yeah, as you start feeding him the health potion, it kind of sinks in. Some of the features where they were kind of pale and ashen, they go a little bit healthier, flesh colored. There's like this relax to his body that's been kind of like tense, and then he breathes out
Alright, come on, my friend. You're alright.
and doesn't breathe in again.
Oh, really?
Stop breathing. Alright, CPR.
Shocking grasp.
Whoa.
I'm gonna try to restart his heart.
It's just gonna smell like lawn.
Roll an Arcana check.
Whoa, that escalated quickly. Like a simple CPR would have,
Do you understand CPR?
I'm a sailor. You know how many people
19.
drown?
19. Okay, roll damage.
Okay, roll low.
Okay.
Don't forget to add your +1.
7.
No.
Okay.
How much did you heal him with a health potion?
Less than 7.
Damn you.
Ooh. Yeah. you reach out, charge up your hands like you've been doing before. Grab him, release the charge into him. The body all jolts and goes stiff. The lightning energy just starts crackling across him. You can see as it burns, it starts to burn the skin. You can see it crackling and peeling aside. At this point, the kid starts shrieking and trying to jump out of the
I'm
car.
gonna try to grab him if I can.
It crackles across him, and you can hear this voice in your head going, "Yes, storm." The body stops dragging.
Do I grab
around.
the kid?
You grab the kid. He's trying to like claw his way out of the herd.
Yeah, I'll kind of put him down. If he's
was
okay.
that?
I don't know if he's still freaking out. when I
You
have
put him down, and he like.
You can start a heart with electricity.
I'll look at him and just kind of make sure he's okay. Like try to
It
calm
doesn't
him
always
down.
work. It didn't work.
That's risky.
I
He died. There's nothing else I could do. I did the one thing I could do.
Almost kill a kid.
What are you talking about? I wasn't even near him.
It's electricity, you moron. You didn't hear him shrieking?
It wasn't even near him.
I was kind of petting the kid.
He's just like pressed up against behind.
I did the one thing I could do to try to save this man. And yes, it didn't work, and it scared him. I'm sorry, but
you just surprised us, Kendrick. Just sort of came out of nowhere.
As he calms down, you can feel his hand kind of like petting the back of your cloak.
Thank you for trying. I wished it had worked.
I wish it had worked too. Oh.
He was in bad shape already. You did what you could.
We gave him some peace before the end, at least. He didn't slip away in as much pain as he was in.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk away.
We should do something with him before we go.
Yeah.
We shouldn't take him with us.
We
I'm
are-
sorry, is that Asin's inside voice?
We still have a little bit of looking to do. There's still that long building, the silo as well.
I don't want to leave the kid.
Oh, I checked those.
When you were
Yeah, you should have seen me.
nothing in them.
I even climbed the silo.
Hmm.
Didn't see anything.
Well, good job.
The low one was kind of dark, but I mean, I didn't hear anything.
Well, there might be something in there. I mean, just because you didn't hear anything doesn't mean it's empty.
Alright, then go check.
You want to come along? Kendrick's kind of sulking and
Should we do something with the body first?
you got a shovel, Asin.
A lot of bugs.
Which one?
I had to try it.
Something to dig a hole. I don't care.
Or we could just burn it.
Yeah, it's over there.
Go grab a shovel. Start digging a hole on the side of the road.
You grab his shovel.
The other one, not the one he's wielding.
Okay.
He pointed to another one.
You grab it, start digging.
Mm.
Make a Constitution save.
I'll check the other building while you're doing that.
24.
Yep. You're a little worn out, but you power through. You dig a sizable hole. Probably not.
Shallow grave. but-
Probably a little shallow, but you dig a pretty good hole.
How far did Gedrick go? He's just kind of off to the side.
Probably get like 60 feet away.
And
Maybe
he
more.
went pretty far. Towards what direction?
I don't think it matters.
Just up the road.
Yeah.
Wandered away.
Alright, I guess I'll go to the low building by myself.
Digging a hole.
Yeah. I wanted to burn it.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be horrible.
I mean, it's a body now. Like,
Okay. So you're going where?
to the low build. The low building. The long, low one.
Okay.
I think it was.
What are you doing?
Opening the door and going inside.
The door is locked.
Oh.
There's a big padlock on it.
Can I kick it open?
You can attempt to.
Yep.
Make an attack.
9.
9. Okay. Roll damage.
9.
You kick it. The lock doesn't give way. The door does. Around the door, it's old wood. It just splinters and shatters. You kick it in. There's almost no light in here. What light there is kind of shining in here, you see a very cluttered storage shed, and it's full of farming equipment. Really old. Some of it's rusted.
No more carts or wagons, just equipment.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, why do you guys send me to look at stuff? 6.
No, nothing stands out.
Alright, I'll just head back.
Okay.
I'll put the old man to rest.
Yeah. You put him in. Fill up the hole again.
So we couldn't bring you home. Shuttle back.
Okay.
So how we getting everybody home?
So now we have 9 bodies, 3 alive, and 1 child.
We've got who we
And
think is
then
the
us.
leader.
No. We have. I guess they're kind of unconscious, so they're technically bodies. We have 3 that are conscious.
3 that are alive.
We have 3 that are alive.
6 dead.
Oh, we have way more than I thought we did.
That's the easy stuff.
You have 6 dead bodies, 3 alive, a child, plus all of the bodies in the barn.
I need you to do something for me.
We can't promise anything, but Steve.
I need you to look back in the barn and see if any of the people hanging look like him.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do that. Disgusting.
We can go back to town. I'll look at him. You good?
You look down at the child?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, I'll pick him up.
You pick him up, he kind of pets you.
We'll bring
So
the 3
cute.
Tenkin back to town.
That's what I'm worried about.
Then go on ahead.
If he's not from the town and we bring him there,
We ain't savages. We'll get pushed around, we'll get treated up.
you know how I got treated the moment I walked up to the guards with a bounty.
Yeah.
He's a child. That I'm scary. That's the only reason they wouldn't go at me.
You ain't go around punching kids though. Well, maybe the
Half-breed kids are different.
There's lines across them. Maybe the kids would go around kicking them in the tail feathers, but I don't know. Where else are you gonna bring them?
With us for now.
Whatever. I can't leave them here. That's just
You
not
can't.
right.
First things first. Let's see if there's anything. If there is, then at least we'll know.
Yeah, right. I can't leave the kid wondering if just a quick look in the bar and figure things out.
Then I'll kind of just like, oh, kind of like play with them.
When you do that, you see the sides of the tunic kind of like ruffle out to the sides every time you throw them up.
So we'll head to the bar.
Okay. You're looking for similarities?
Yeah, take a look around. Use the mage hand and something to emit light to get a better look at people.
Okay. as you're going through and investigating on the left, you find an adult who doesn't necessarily look like him, but also has bird-like features.
Scaly feet.
Yeah.
Talons.
No, where is it?
Actually has a beak on the front.
Hmm.
Kind of an odd melding of this beak with almost like a human face behind it.
Do the rest of the people hanging here mostly look human?
Generally human. There's a couple as you're looking around that you're pretty sure are half elves. You see one is a halfling.
Anything on their clothing, or are they all wearing sort of threadbare?
They're all pretty threadbare. A lot of the ones here are wearing almost just like loincloth.
I'm so sorry.
In the silence, like.
So, I'll return.
Okay.
What is that?
He's hiding from what he did.
I'm scared.
I'm just trying not to laugh. Move along.
Okay. What do you guys do?
One.
I'm just on my knees. Just like,
Why, world?
not like that.
Throwing up in the ditch.
I don't know if it's. But they have feet.
No?
I don't know if that means much for you, your kind, but it seems like a pretty good connection.
I'd be fairly certain if it had the feet, there was a relation.
Doesn't always work like that, especially given if like who their mate was. But it's probably a good indication given what you know of like the situation and the fact that they were both here.
Yeah, the circumstances.
The circumstances kind of lend to it. If you just saw them both wandering through town at different times, you wouldn't necessarily correlate it.
Also, I know we're slightly out of the way, but there's not a chance that I would recognize anyone like this.
No, you don't recognize these people.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see the other one, but...
Yeah.
Not what I expected coming here. They deserve to forget it.
I think we should go back to town and let them know what's going on here.
Yeah.
There's 9 bandits, including our buddy here.
Bring the ones that are still alive back. Leave the dead vultures.
Yeah.
Tell them what's going on. Do a mentality bodies here. I think there's plenty of evidence that there's something not so kosher going on here. Let's get Gedrick going.
Yeah, I don't want to keep them around here.
It's been here too long already.
Alright, so we're laying out the dead bodies. That's the plan? We're leaving the dead bodies?
Yeah. My plan anyway.
Alright. I agree with that plan.
Well, I don't know, head over to Gedrick. Not in a particular hurry, but walk up.
Yeah.
We're heading out. Yeah,
I guess I'll come back from the shed
Stand on
and
the
like
shoulder.
start loading the bodies in. Are you doing that?
We're going
Or you
back to
staying
town.
with the kid?
Good.
Kid? Cool. I'll do the gruesome task on my own.
Be there in a minute.
We tried. It matters. And I didn't always succeed at everything I tried. But I tried. Remember that, huh? I'll head back.
We'll take another few minutes and stuff. Quickly myself off.
I'm lifting bodies out if you want to help me.
I'll head over,
You're doing what?
Lifting the bodies out of the
silently sit down and start casting.
cart. Cart? They're in the cart?
Just
Bodies in the
like this.
cart?
Yeah. As I'm threw
You
them in
do
the
that?
cart.
I'm not
Right?
wagon.
Which one's the cart and which one's the
The
wagon?
cart had a pile of dead bodies in it.
Yeah.
Why are we taking the cart?
How else are we gonna get the bodies?
How else are we gonna take the...
I guess, yeah, we'll leave the bodies.
You're just gonna leave them out?
But I thought the injured people we were taking in the cart.
When they walk.
Are we gonna take the cart?
None of the captives you have can walk.
Like, take the dead bodies out of that cart and put the...
Those guys in there and drag it along with us?
Yeah. How many people could we fit in that cart without it?
2, you might be able to get away with 3.
Put,
Not really made for it.
put 2 in there, put 1 guy in the wagon.
Yeah.
We'll have to drag that cart.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm not gonna just ask... When I take the bodies out, I'm not just like... Oh, I thought you were... I thought I hit you. Like, throwing them out. I'm just gonna lay them on the ground.
You're gonna leave all the bodies out.
You guys also have to consider that there's the disc.
Yeah, that's carrying some of the packs so that the
Yes,
other
that's
guy
true,
can be
I
in the
forgot about that.
wagon. Yeah. Yeah, I'm laying them out.
Okay. And then you guys are heading out?
Yep.
We'll wrap up there. We'll continue that next week. We went a little extra time just because we were late getting started with technical difficulties, and then it ran even more extra time, so thank you for bearing with us.
Good fight,
sure that-
guys.
Hopefully,
Good fight.
hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
It's fun.
It will.
I did too much damage, that was the problem, right?
No, didn't work.
It was. There was a couple things that didn't happen.
Yeah.
And that's basically why. Anyways, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The story's progressing along. They've wrapped up the side quest mostly. We'll see how they finish that off next time and what we do from there. So yeah, definitely join us next week. Lots more to come.
Thank you for joining
And
us.
possibly something exciting and new that we haven't really said to anybody yet.
Well, you mean
So-
some of us just found out yesterday?
Definitely tune in
Today?
next week to find out.
Super secret awesomeness!
Super Secret Awesomeness. It is actually Super Secret Awesomeness.
Friday,
So-
Friday!
Definitely check out next week.
It'll be exciting.
It will be very exciting. I'm excited for it. Yeah. Otherwise, Tuesday, No Control. Thursday, Dysfunctional. Carrying on. Monday, you guys are doing Undertale or just Tekken?
I'll hold that.
There will be an old game of some sort being played on Monday
Undertale's not old, they just look
by
old.
Andrew and or Brian.
There'll be games Monday. Come by, check them out.
Wednesday, are you still doing something? Wednesday, something might
I
happen.
was
So
meant
follow
to
us.
do it this weekend and I completely forgot.
Yeah, follow us when we pop up. You'll see.
But I-
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Definitely tune in next Friday.
I have made up for that with a couple streams.
Otherwise, it's really late. People need to go to bed. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.